Welcome to the AlbionTV War Report, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is Thursday, the 30th of October, 2025. I am your host, The Chosen One, and I'm joined today by Robin Hood RS on the play-by-play, and of course, Bogle behind the scenes on the camera. We are watching Albion Europe over here at 18 UTC on a 15-minute timer, and we have, it looks like a conquest banner up here, and Winks in defense. Robin, is that what we've got?
It is indeed what we have. The Straw Hats looking to conquer the territory here in Float Show Bite, and First Blood already striking here as First Engage actually securing a kill. Normally that doesn't happen because everybody has all their defensives available to them. So high tech 31 there. Maybe wake up. But we do. Oh, we a little random bomb squad over there as well, but that didn't work out the way they had planned. But we do have one other territory conquest today, but I don't think anything's coming of it. That's in White Wall Ridge. Apart from that, it is all quiet on the Eastern Front, as they say. So yeah, it looks like we're just going to be hanging with these guys. We do have a legendary castle spawn though, which may provide us some content because it's right outside Urther's Rest. So Battle Bray Plain currently being held very early on by Skognagog and Hinnerman. So they're holding that castle very early.
Great. I mean, not great, but great, I guess, right? Go get it. Get your castle. Great. Hopefully we get a good fight here, Robin. Hopefully this turns into some good content and the Straw Hats can actually make a show of this. And how do you pronounce that guild name, Robin?
Cat Gigom, I believe. I don't even. Yeah, I've never understood how to pronounce it.
Bogle,
unfortunately, there's no other group here from Wings,
Cat
so
G
we can't
Dom.
just...
Okay, so it's a cat. Bogle says Cat G Dom, or is it Cat Gadom? Bogle, you're come in on the voice here. Explain to us. You are our language expert, and when it comes to all things naming, we do look to you for those names. Bogle, come on.
Why would I know how to say random internet words, bro? What?
You're the most traveled of us. Robin has never left his neighborhood. When we said come to Germany, he was like, I don't have a passport.
Cat G. I don't know. Cat Gadom, or it's like a little bit like condom, but with a cat. I don't know. Sorry.
Whoa. Oh, no.
Oh.
Bogle.
You brought me on here. Don't bring me on here again.
Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Robin, speaking of mistakes, it looks like the attackers are moving away from Cat Gadam.
You know what's really interesting? I just actually Google searched their name and said meaning at the end of it. AI overview. The word Cat G Dom is not standard English word. It is a creative blend of cats and kingdom. It originated as the name of the largest Czech/Slovak guild in Albion Online.
What?
Yup. The guild leader created the name because his ex-girlfriend loves cats, so cats plus kingdom equals Cat G Dom. That's the actual AI overview, by the way.
I'm
screenshotting it just
so proud, Robin, of AI ever, or of you, really. Honestly, that is pretty impressive. That you did that. Usually you'll go and send a DM, but you just went and pulled a full Bogle and used the machine.
I used the machine.
You're joining us, Robin. It's over.
I guess it helps because they had a behind the banner.
Yeah.
So
that explains all of it. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Well, I mean, I'm glad that the AI isn't going through people's discords, I guess, right?
Not yet.
That's next.
God help us all.
You can hook up your Slack, by the way. I'm sure that's never gonna turn out bad.
Oh, no. Well, things are a slow, I would say steady push here, but that's not happening at the moment. We do have another group coming in. It's EXE Alliance Royals on the northwestern door. Not sure if they're going to get involved in the action. We'll wait and see. We also have a fourth group with the Fort Defenders as well.
Okay.
Also prowling around. So might be
Could make
nothing,
it-
might be something.
Well, that's one of the things is when we see these other names, sometimes they get super spicy, and sometimes what it turns into is no content, and that's the hardest thing to judge. We call it the caster's curse sometimes, but it's really us being wrong, Robin. I mean, it's really hard to judge what's happening during some of these situations. We have a very small view on it. We get to see it the same way you do through a single screen. Our advantages are being able to move around with free view, but here we go. First engagement. And the ducking duck goes in hard, gets hit, sustains through the damage, and moves through, continuing with a push to the west. Let's see if Katgadam goes all the way back to the inside of their territory. If they hold here and try to make a shot back, if they don't do something, they're going to lose those guys on the edge. Very poor movement back to the territory, Robin. Yeah, they're going to lose a couple.
Yep, and unfortunately not able to secure anything with the bomb squad over the wall. Very close shave for one or two members of the Straw Hats, but not enough. And two members going down here for Cat G Dom. Nice awareness level there from, I believe that was King
Like
Dark
adding them?
there.
But
Notice
Pogo,
that engagement was coming.
Bogo, you're confusing me with that one. Like kingdom, cattingdom, yeah, but that's like adding a lot of words, letters to the words, letters, sounds.
Sure.
Listen, I was up late last night looking at numbers. Numbers suck. Don't spend all your hours at numbers, kids.
Mm-mm. Not worth. Well, shield fortification here at 20%. I'm wondering, you know, Straw Hats just playing the timer here. There's really no point in hammering a wall when there's shield fortification bonus, especially when there's no threat for being like overrun. This is very mid-scale content. Both sides pretty much even numbers here, so I mean, Straw Hats should just take it slow, wait for that shield fortification bonus to hit 0.
And then just
I mean,
start pushing, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when their walls are this low and you have tons of time. This is what, tier 5? No, yeah, tier 5. They're even across the top. Flat means 5. Uneven
no,
is
this
4.
is 4.
Oh, this is only 4. Okay, yeah, I see some uneven spots over here on the corner. It's going to go down fast when the bonus goes out. And generally, you see people start pushing when the bonus still exists, if they're going against like higher tier walls or something, and they need to get as much damage in as possible so they don't run out of time. We have plenty of time here, Robin. 13 minutes past the hour. They can break in on this. As long as they don't lose their banner, they're not going to have an issue with time.
Yeah, good defensives coming down for both sides there. Cleric Cows are now on cooldown. Bobadon tearing apart a couple Peking Pigeons that stayed a little bit too long. Didn't cause any casualties, but it was a close shave nonetheless.
I'm going to look around here. I know you said we had other groupings prowling, and I just saw a blob coming in. That's the EXE Alliance, and Rewind, I believe, is the primary guild I'm seeing. This is...
I think it's Royal. That's their primary there for EXE. Royals.
Oh.
I believe.
Yeah, okay, I do see some of them. The joy of the orangish, reddish name tags on the whitish blue background. Hard to see.
Well, the hammers are swinging as the shield fortification bonus is now at 0%. Let's see how the Straw Hats handle their frontline defensives. Wasted animatic staff usage here. Luckily for them, the great arcane player wide awake, looking to fire back here. Yeah, nothing, Burger. But it does look like Catchy Dom do not have anyone. Oh, they have one hammer repairing the wall. Okay. May need to bring one or two more, but we do have a little wrap coming in on the south side. Total Anarchy has a group here now as well, and they're actually about to face off against 4 defenders on the south tip of the Terry. And you see that first blood getting drawn there. We'll try and find you a POV for that, Vogel. King Snorty. So a fight happening, so 2 different fights happening pretty much right on top of each other, but not interfering with each other whatsoever. And Total Anarchy here coming in on the south side. Gonna get a little clump here. Nice little deletion here onto 4 defenders. Losing 3, and it looks like that may have been enough here to scurry them off. They're gonna pick another healer off as well. Little kidnap coming in. Choosing to overcharge because the Straw Hats have now joined into this skirmish on the western side.
Oh, big hits, Robin. Instantly 3 deleted as Winx goes in, but they've got pressure on their backside just as fast because Straw Hats absorb that and move to the back. Very, very strong play here. And while it might not secure a lot of kills, Robin, it's absolutely going to remove all pressure and all advancement from Winx here instantly.
Yeah, and on the other side of the blob, Total Anarchy just found one of the invis solo clappers of Winx as well. That Brado Fury clapper got removed instantly.
BPKJ. I know, what a name, right? Like,
how did you just say to me?
His name is BPKJ. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yes, that. Yes.
I don't know how to pronounce
what
that.
Did you just...
I said his name, Robin.
Like, what the hell?
Hey, I mean, you know, we work with what we have here. Sometimes I'm not going to begrudge you not knowing what the hell I was talking about. It's a pretty random string of letters, dude.
It is, dude.
It's but yeah, I think that was the solo bomber that you were talking about.
It was,
there. Yeah. And here we've now moved to the eastern front, moving back and forth here. Again, guys, if you're ever wondering why it's so hard for us to keep you guys straight, it's because some of you name yourselves BPKJ.
Yep, and there's some other ones out there. But at the moment, Total Anarchy taking swings at both sides here. So it's a legit 1 versus 1 at the moment. I am just bouncing back and forth between Winx and Total Anarchy at the moment. Total Anarchy being a little bit more aggressive, looking for these picks here. Rotations coming in. Straw Hats realize that they're... Let me get the sandwich. They're going to rotate all the way to the western side of said territory. Winx on their tail.
Back and forth, double front situation now for Winx. They've got pressure on both sides. They're doing pretty well. And with, I mean, what do you got over there?
Total Anarchy clashing with Straw Hats on the western side of the territory. Straw Hats soaking up that engagement just fine, and they're foe sending it now. The Astro staff tearing apart the health bars. Look how low some of these players are. It's a slow, painful death for many. Straw Hats, will they keep the pressure alive? Permafrost hitting, more members falling here. And Straw Hats not able to fully finish this group of Total Anarchy, able to restabilize, and Winx are hitting from the back as well.
Yeah, this is gonna be A good hit here. Ooh. Lilo gets in trouble, but gets out. Late energy shaper. Very late energy shaper there, Robin. 3 seconds earlier on that energy shaper, and we had several deaths.
Yeah, that energy shaper really hasn't been hitting the mark. I've been keeping an eye on him. Normally,
Practice,
that's
though, practice. Like, well, Robin, let's be real. Like, yeah, nobody's perfect the first time, the second time, or the third time. You need practice on this, and I don't want to get down on somebody. And it looks like when it's timing related to me, that just means you need to do it more. It doesn't mean you're bad. You're not like they keep being in the kind of the right place at the wrong time, which to me is fixable with practice. They're not like we don't see them as a peeking pigeon. We don't, or did you? I mean, I hope I'm not saying things that are wrong. I'm just noticing what I've noticed is that we've seen a few times now that energy shaper is in the right place just at the wrong time. Like it's going the right spot, which I mean, it's following the calls. Now, does the call come too late for them to be in position to shoot, or are they just like, you know, a second and a half to 2.5 seconds too slow? And that's not a lot. You know what I mean? Oh, come on, get this Milfgardy. Hit him. There you go.
He is dead.
Not yet. Now he's dead. Okay.
Yeah, also it's kind of slowing this down a little bit here. I've lost my audio. All I can hear is one thing at a time.
I hear one
in-game.
spell at a time, and it's the
And
weirdest. It's very spooky.
I hate it.
It's spooky season, Robin. Spooky. Tomorrow is Halloween.
I know. I'm dreading it.
I had no idea. I completely forgot. Too busy.
Can't wait to do live stream shows while people are constantly knocking at my door and the dogs lose their mind.
Tomorrow, Robin. What are you dressing up as?
Myself.
Oh, that is scary. I've seen you. I've seen you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. No, we're gonna make you dress up, even if it's as a clown. You're you're gonna make your nose red or something.
I don't have clown makeup on.
You can go to what's the name of your local pharmacy?
Yeah, that's not happening.
You go there, you get some lipstick, you put it on the tip of your nose, boom, Robin the Clown.
Jeez.
Nothing would have to change other than that.
Exactly, that's true.
I mean, we could both do that. We could do that as like that'd be as solidarity, you know, streaming in general. All of us just dress up as clowns. I do feel like that.
Ay. You know who's clowning? These guys, because I have not seen them engage in a while.
You know what it is?
Straw hats are rotated to the north side, and now winks are rotating.
Yep, I was going to say, look at the blobs. We got rotations. So I don't know if that's a full squad rotation over there because the blob looks small. So it's either like a slow spread out rotation and not everybody has gotten there, or they're moving a bomb squad around as well to try to make these guys split and get hit on 2 sides. But I think this is everybody now that I'm seeing it.
This is everyone from Straw Hats. They're not that big. Like I said, medium-sized content here today. We also now have Total Anarchy raising their own raid banner on the south tip. So,
ooh, Skog has content. If I think hearing, I'm gonna go check out Hinterman.
Yeah, they were holding that legendary castle. We're already half an hour pretty much into the show.
You know, that kind of happened fast. I mean, you know, I'm not going to say it was the content on the screen that made time fly by, but, you know, time flew.
Indeed it did. You know, I was going to say something there, but, you know, you don't deserve the bus today.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you know, as you get older, time does just start moving faster, Robin. It does happen. I can't really do much about it. Skog currently just running around 3 blobs in zone over here in Sunken Burrow Spring. I think that's the one over there. It's nothing happening yet. Just a lot of mounted positioning by 3 separate groups.
Sunken Burrow Spring?
Yeah. Come over and look if you think I'm wrong. I had to put on my glasses to read it, but yes.
No idea why they're there, but
they're leaving. There's 3 groups in here, dude.
Yeah, not sure why they were there. They were holding defensive position in the legendary castle in Battleberry Plain. That is now held by Mass. But over here, Straw Hats breaking down walls here on the north tip of the territory, and Winks trying to do what they can here. Like we said, these are only tier 4 walls. These things will fall very quick. And with Total Anarchy also pressuring from the western side as well, it's getting a little bit mixy and a little bit dicey here for Winks. I'm not sure if Total Anarchy and Straw Hat have came to some sort of an agreement. We will figure that out soon enough. But Dumbledore just secured a kill.
Wait, what? I didn't. Yeah, he seems like the murderous sort. I did see those earlier movies. Yeah, he seems like an untrustworthy fellow.
Yes.
Just don't get in that man's way when he's got teaching to do.
Yep. Or there's a young student that he really
Hey, Robin! Whoa!
What? He's very
protective.
Yes.
Protective. Okay.
Very protective.
You gotta watch how you phrase that in 2025 right now. You know, like you don't want to put poor Dumbledore on a list.
Yeah, that's true.
We do have it fully kicking off right now with Contingent and Skog. I am watching Skog trying to move around. I believe Skog's, I don't think they're fighting Contingent. I think Contingent is currently getting hit by... Actually, are these two? They must be Funzy fighting. Yeah, they're Funzy fighting. So Skog is the view. Hinterman would be your POV, and it's kicking off between these two groups.
And
I thought they were both going to go against... Huh?
Dumbledore just died.
Well, yeah, don't spoil the movie, dude.
There's a new TV series coming out soon. Spoiler alert.
Don't worry, folks. He can't spoil any other movies for you. If you've seen Harry Potter already, there's nothing else he can do to you. There's no other movies he's seen.
Yep, that is true. Big clashes happening over here outside the territory, though. FBI trying to open up Winks, but nothing to be found. Winks coming out on top on that engagement. They're going to keep this fight going over here. What's it looking like over there with that friendly fight?
Hinterman is going through it right now with the forces of Girth here. Big hits back and forth, and a really nice clump and dump. Several go down. Nicely done. Looks like 4 at least went down in that. Well played here, but the pushback is real, and now we see 3 more go down, and this has been bloody for both sides. I can't tell you who's ahead because we're in the brawl meta, and yeah. I'm counting green and red tags over on the left, and it looks pretty even-ish. I would say Contingent slightly ahead, but then that just happened in front of me, and Contingent lost. Went in a 6-7 for 3 trade, so we're seeing a bit of that. None of the trades are clean. Nobody is getting good groups by themselves without losing some guys on their own. There are low members on both sides across the board, and finally, after a good minute and a half of fighting, we're finally seeing a front line starting to form here.
Well, over here, Winks sent Straw Hats to the Shadow Realm while you were covering your side of the action. But we do have another force showing up on the battlefield. Make this now the 6th group to traverse this zone. And it's the Kite Guild, a brand new guild formed up for medium-sized content. We saw them yesterday here on the War Report. Good to see them out and about again today, putting on a show. The action does not stop here in Float Show Bite.
I'm glad. I'm loving to hear that we have had this continuing action with these new groups over and over. Albion Europe is the most lively thing we've ever seen as far as Outlands content. You know, I used to think it was the early days of Albion Asia, but here we are in the midst of a very mature server here on Albion Europe, and it's still full go regularly with 5, 6, 7 different alliances fighting at once. It is freaking awesome. Really loving it right now. Every day, at multiple CTAs. People are getting content. It's great. Great stuff here.
Yes, indeed, and Winks now stepping outside the territory, joining the fight over here. They're about to sandwich somebody, and it's going to be Kite just to their north side. Kite just engaged as well, so they do not have the cooldowns up to engage onto the attacking forces of Winks. They soak up that engagement just fine, though. Total Anarchy on the far north side of Kite, so Kite have to push through somebody, and then there's another group just coming off the door. That is going to be Conclave, who I have no idea who that is. Another brand new group, another medium-sized group here. That makes the 7th group here to traverse through Float Shore Bite today. Well, resets coming in, everyone trying to figure out if they're about to get sandwiched or not. And it looks like there is a sandwich maneuver coming in. Total Anarchy coming in on the eastern side, and there's a big hit here on the Wings, but textbook defensives and heals coming down. Return engagement coming in thick and fast, and Total Anarchy and Conclave members getting clumped and dumped in that mix there. So Conclave actually crashing into Total Anarchy just on the northeastern side of our screen as well. It is chaos here at the moment. Winks trying to pull away because they're getting pushed from the northwestern side by the Kite Guild. Winks looking for a little bit of room to maneuver here down on the southeast. And Wink's going to be mounting up here. Milfgard also potentially here on the battlefield as well. I just saw their one of their main shot callers, or at least main scout here. Wink's going to fall back towards territory because the conquest banner has been raised once again by Straw Hats. I can't keep up with what the hell's going on in this zone. It is chaos. And 4 defenders are all also back in zone as well. What the is going on?
It's wild out here. Sorry to have stopped to the live commentary on the Skognagar situation over here. They did have a split between these 2 different groups. I had a live combat over in Twitch chat. That was kind of fun, so we took care of that. And I might be distracted a few times throughout the show. Anybody hearing this was probably here 15 minutes ago.
Engagements coming in. Winks falling back into their defensive position. Remember, these fortifications are still down here from earlier on. So Straw Hats trying to advance forward. One member of Winks going down at the gate. Shot caller getting clumped. But Cleric Cow, not... Was it Cleric Cow? No, it wasn't. Something there stopped the DPS output. Bomb Squad returns the favor. Sends a couple members of FBI packing. Resets coming in. I do not like the positioning here of our POV. Actually, he can't enter back in because the crystal's broken.
So over here, what happened is that Soap showed up. And of course, when Soap showed up, the combined forces of Skog and Girth decided that they didn't want to get caught in the middle of a fight. And even though they had planned to 2-on-1 Soap earlier, they all broke off, and now we have a chase situation where it's probably one of the other 2 forces and Soap that we may see fighting soon. But if it turns into a 2-on-1, I expect that Soap will play the same game and try to get out, because I don't think they want to get banged like that.
No, and I believe actually the reason why they were in Sunkaborough Woods Sunkaborough Spring was an 8-4 node as Intel came in on that front. So that's why they were there. Makes a little bit more sense now.
Yep, thank you. I'm a little late. Back to Hinnerman Vogel, just for a current POV over there as things go live on this side. We don't have a fight yet, but that 8-4 node is, well, I think we have a Nope, that's not it. We have other nodes up, but we have people getting ready to fight here as well over content. So.
Yep, and over here in Floatshore Bite, as you can see via the minimap and the kill feed, we have red on red as we have a separate fight unfolding on the western wall once again. But we will stick here on Winks as the territory is the main objective here in zone. Nice little clump. Fred nearly going down. Bomb squad hitting off into the wind there, unfortunately. But yeah, the final gate standing here, it is a battle of attrition for the attacker and defenders, trying to either bring this down or keep this gate up. Is holding on for dear life.
Getting reports of content over in Drivane. I'm going to go look for that. I'm hearing Drivane Cross, maybe?
And force continuing our POV. Gonna be looking to fire back here potentially. No, waits for the deep or the defensives to fade away. It was a good read here for Winks, though unfortunately no kill secured.
Yeah,
discipline.
So Mass and Bonk are currently fighting in Drivane Cross. I'm getting reports that we're going to get other groups there as well, and I'm seeing other people move there, which is weird because they were all just fighting each other, and Bonk and Mass aren't two of the groups. They were all just fighting. So I'm going to see if Rapids is around. No, this is EQMS.
RuneScape was on for Mass earlier on. I don't know if he's leading.
Yeah, he is. He's here. Thank you so much, Robin. That will be our POV right now, as we've just gotten to the second level, Bogle. Moving into the territory now.
Over here, Soak still coming in. Repairs and attacks still here on this final gate. Engagement onto the front line. Nice little blink away here. Energy Shaper, unfortunately, once again, not connecting where he needs to connect. Great reads here from King Dark. With that Great Arcane once again. It looks like Kite have rejoined the fight as well here. So back into a 1 versus 1 versus 1. Straw Hats pulling away to the eastern side. Winks have to open up the gate manually here if they want to step out and join the action. They do just that, Chosen.
Okay, well, over here we have just the current grind to get to the top tier right now as Mass is working their way in, smashing the walls here. Low tier walls across the board, no buff, and it looks like they're moving in quickly. Bonk and the boys going back and forth, 1 for 1 here, 2 for 1 there. Nothing real big on either side. Numbers aren't actually that large yet in the zone.
Yeah, and over here, the FBI Alliance, or the Straw Hats, pulled all the way northeast up the road. They are getting chased down by Kite, and Winks are now hot in pursuit as well. About to hit the back lines of somebody here. It could be... this rock formation may have just screwed them all. They're not going to find anything here, potentially. Nope. Nothing. Nice blinkage there from members of Straw Hats.
You know, we've seen rock formations, we've seen trees, we've even seen signs getting in the way of a really good engage, Robin.
Yeah, we have, and all of those have messed up my Grovekeeper.
Robin, we actually have a really good video, I believe, of you engaging on a tree somewhere in the archives. I mean,
Yep.
Somewhere. Whoa, I just got teleported to a random fight over in Jailheath Steep for a castle. Winks full go as well.
I believe that would be
versus
Anki.
Only Fangs? and Anks. So yeah, Anki. We've got fighting everywhere, dude. It's awesome over here in Albion Online on Europe.
And Wink's gonna find something over here. Maybe one member of Kite. Yep, they do. D-Tank's doing what they could there to stop the foe deletion into the back lines, but the counter punch coming in. Members of FBI also going down on that engagement, along with one members of Wink. So all players on the battlefield losing a singular member.
Oh, Enki in trouble here. Wink's actually in a little trouble. It's getting rough to tell what's going on because we're in Brawl, but I think Marauders are about to get, deleted here. It's over. Glad to have caught the end of this fight, but it really, truly was the end, Robin. It's over. There's nothing left. It's gone. We're going black screen here and back to Hideout. RuneScape currently mounted and pushed out as Skognagar showed up and just overwhelmed this zone. I do believe that Hinterman could be a current POV for us over in Driving Crossbogle, as I believe we're going to get additional content out of that. Yes, Sorrow and Crumbs also joined the zone. Why are they coming to Driving Cross? Why are they fighting here? Why are they stopping the content between Mass and O'Block? But I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? But the content keeps coming. Wink's going to be mounting up over here and rejoining the chase as the fight heads up the road. They touch the banner here. The Conquest banner has been dropped by the Straw Hats. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. That banner does fade away. The Conquest will end here for Float Show Bite. And it looks like it's going to be a battle to whoever gets towards the banner first. All sides mounted. Wink should just dismount on top of it and force the fight here. I got a feeling they're beelining it towards territory.
Yeah, over here, my content has dried up. It's gone dark over here. Both teams have run off from each other. I'm going to go back and check my territory in a moment, but I do believe that everything has kind of like been pushed away and that the fight with Mass and those guys is currently just over. Totally just run over gameplay, right? Just run everybody off.
Pretty much.
We've been seeing more and more of that over here on Albion Europe. It is one of those things that we've seen in the past, has stifled content on other servers, and I am concerned, Robin, because moments before that happened, I did say that Albion Europe was really good, right? And had lots of awesome content, always content, everybody fighting all the time. You know, maybe it's not that we're wrong. Maybe we are just cursed.
Yeah, there's that possibility. There is that possibility. But we carry on the content over here in Float Show Bite as FBI and Winks go at it once again. We also have Kite coming in via the north tip of the territory as well. So he keeps coming over here.
Well, I'm going to just be quiet for a little while as I go through my 5 different POVs that I expected to be fighting, but are in, what's that game that you play where you're riding on a horse and you actually never get off the horse? You're only ever on the horse. You go from like point A to point B, be on that horse, and you only do that. What's that
Albion
game?
Online?
Yeah, I'm watching people do that game.
Yeah.
No, Albion isn't that game. I was going for like Barbie's horse racing or some shit. But you know,
I have no idea if that's actually a game.
Dude, you
don't even dude me on that one. Don't even dude me on that one. Well, big engagements
like
happening
most
over
popular
here.
Game in Britain of all time.
Moving on away
more
from
popular
whatever
than
that
FIFA in
was.
Britain, right?
What?
More popular than FIFA. It's right up there with Farm Simulator.
I have never heard of that game in my life.
That's the problem, Robin. The games that people played, nobody knows. No, it's because you played normal gaming games, not like the ones that everybody ends up buying, you know, during a 2-year period when that's the only game for that.
That sound like a major red
segment
flag
market.
if you buy that as a male? Yes.
No, that's Robin. What I'm saying is there's a segment of the gaming market. If they all buy one game, it becomes the most popular game just because it's the one game for that market. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's like a joke about gaming marketing. I know. Sorry. Small audience for that joke, maybe. Maybe there's like one guy who was like, I worked in that industry in 2005. I get it.
Well, what Winx is getting over here is 1 kill onto Kite. Kite now trying to push in on the north side of the territory. We do have FBI Straw Hats coming in via the eastern side. Total Anarchy, though, have rejoined the battlefield once again, and they are about to face off on that eastern side against the FBI Alliance, while Winx here fight Kite on the north side of the territory.
Robin, do you want to play the shame game?
No.
Well, I was going to say Hinterman and Skognagar currently have a 32, and they're running from a level 26.
Yeah, but where and what?
Well, Gog also has the backup power of, a very large group. But Skog did demount. They are now going to fight AI and Grok. So Grok is inside the castle, legendary castle, Battle Brave Plain. We do have another force moving in on their backside as we speak. So we're going to have a third group involved in this in a moment. It is not Soap, who I had been monitoring, also following alongside behind them. So this is going to be an interesting situation. Hitterman full go in Battle Brave Plains.
You will have Yito as a POV for Grok if needs be. Now, all eyes will be on you for the time being. This fight is once again maneuvering itself around the map.
Currently heading over to Yito for our internal POV as these guys defend against the KGB and the Skognagar forces. Mostly just, I don't see anybody else. It's just Skog. Is anybody else in that alliance even, Robin?
Yeah. They have like 1 or 2 other guilds. Nilfgaard has dipped in and dipped out of it as well.
I know Nilfgaard quite a bit. We have seen them working together under different tags, I thought, for alliance tags. So this seems newer.
Yeah, so the actual 2 other tags or 2 other guilds that were in KGB have actually dropped out of it for now. They were in it yesterday. So yeah. Obviously, Skog wants to obtain enough season points as they can.
Yep.
So they don't want to share it, which makes sense.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They would definitely be the top guild earning points in any alliance they're in right now. And if they're in an alliance, they're going to split it and trying to push for season points. They don't want to be doing that, especially as we wind down here in this season, which is kind of crazy to even say that we're getting towards the end of the second half of this season. Just a few more weeks left to go, Robin.
Next week, it's the end. Next week is the end. That's it, shows, and then we're done.
What?
Yeah. Next week, it's all over.
Has this been the fastest season ever? Has this been faster than the Energy Surge season? What the heck happened?
I know, dude. I know. I don't get it either. I don't even know where October has been.
We haven't. Do you have any idea how confused I was when I said today was October 30th and I realized tomorrow was the last day in October? And I'm like, where did 17 days in October go?
Yep. I know.
Somebody broke the universe and I'm getting pissed.
Somebody did indeed break the universe. Bogo is getting concerned.
Well, that's
over
because
here.
Bogo lives in a slightly different dimension than the rest of us. The rest of us have to actually perceive time passing.
Yeah, Bogo's time is, nap time, food time.
Food time, tea time, poop time.
Exactly. That's the only 3 times he knows.
4 times. There's also the close the window time.
Indeed.
He'll be right back from that time. Poor chat today. They are like, what is the non sequitur bullshit going on in this office today?
Yep.
Well,
I mean, the content's just playing for itself in the background at the moment. It's fine.
I'm watching Ito over here just stand in front of a doorway at the moment, man. It's not content over here for me. I have to make my own content.
Yeah, over here, groups are pulling away once again. FBI dropping the raid or conquest banner
Oh
to the
God,
east.
you gotta be. Sorry, Robin. I gotta say why here. Why did Curse Girth decide that they needed to come over here and help Skognagar versus AI and Grok? Is that
I
that?
think it would be a free for all now.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But that seems like a real sus free for all, man.
They
If I
only
was
work
AI, I'd be
together.
interpreting that as like some bullshit.
They only work together when it's against Soap. So if Soap are not on the battlefield there, then it would be a free for all.
Okay. I'll tell that in local chat to AI if I get an opportunity.
I mean, AI are the ones that hold castle, right? So they're going to
Yeah.
be
They ain't got
the
time
ones
to
getting
chat.
boned.
Yeah, they're totally getting boned. They got Girth on one side and Skog on the other. I mean, you know, actually, I think Skog has actually had to pull back. Yeah, Mass showed up, is currently fighting Skog on the other side. 2 fights in the zone. No deaths yet on the field over there. Looks like Mass is the POV on that side. So I'm End Dragon and EQMS. All right, RuneScape it is for me. I don't know what Bogo's doing over there.
He's doing sign.
He's dancing as an alien. I'm not really. The gifts are getting abstract today.
All eyes over on you at the moment. Winks are falling back towards their territory once again. So
RuneScape is impressed that everybody seems so scared today. I don't think he's used to this. So many people running from him. Not a lot of people run from Mass.
I mean, Mass have literally been farming Take Care. So
What? They have?
yeah,
Is that Camland Mace technology that RuneScape is using?
RuneScape has, Andrew hasn't been doing much in terms of, swinging the tide of battle, but they have been doing work on their prime timers. 14 UTC the other day. Even numbers, 176 to 176 apiece.
Okay.
And Mass got 270 kills and 140 deaths. So yeah, that
A lot
happened.
of death there, we'll say.
Yes.
I can't do math right now. I've got Mass in front of me, and that usually lowers my IQ.
Well, over here.
Sorry, learn the
Time.
of the EU. I mean, what do you do?
Time slowly ticking down. 6 minutes 30 seconds remaining here of the prime time window, and the final fortification layers are down here. So FBI just have the Sentry Mage to take down, along with trying to actually live as they push up this choke point against Winks.
Well, we are still following RuneScape now as he's fighting. Went from Skog to Contingent to Skog. So Mass has now gone from beating up on TC to beating up on Skognagar to beating up on Contingent. So,
a lot of beating.
Dude, what the hell is happening? This is not what I left a week ago as far as the hierarchy of ZVZ guilds, Robin. I mean, what happened?
Yes. Things change. Oh, here we go over here. Here comes the breakthrough. This is FBI's real only chance. They have broken through the choke point, but that Sentry Mage is going to be buffed. 50% extra health and damage. Johnny has fallen, though, for Winks. And will FBI be able to withstand and hold this defensive position? Massive shutdown with the Great Arcane there on that western side, stopping all that damage coming out. That will allow FBI to maneuver themselves into a more favorable position on the eastern side. And it looks like with 5 minutes to go, this could go either way.
Okay, well, I did have a bit of a peel back by the different sides here. I'm going to keep going around in free roam, but you are the one with content right now, and I'm the one shutting up for a bit.
Alrighty, well, here we go. Straw Hat's looking for a shallow engagement here on the western side, albeit a very staggered, telegraphed engagement. Winks looking to fire back here. Can they find anything? Big engagement, 2 kills secured. Make that 3, actually. This is where Winks really should have kept that pressure applied. But they don't. They fall back. They reset it. Want to take this slow, very slow. And I think that could have been enough here to actually make sure Straw Hats fully disengage this fight. Yep, they're outside the territory. They've dropped the banner. They may be skedaddling.
Yeah, over here
They
we
are
do
skedaddling.
have a situation where I think we're going to get Sunny B on the inside versus Hinnerman and Skognagar on the outside. So Contingent and Girth are in a defensive position. Now that everybody else is gone, it does look like these two might choose to fight each other.
But over here, FBI firing back, and they do find Winks at the gate. It's going to be 4 dead. And I think that's the biggest deletion FBI have had here onto Winks this whole entire hour these guys have been fighting. It's a little bit too late. Only 3 minutes remaining. They're outside territory. They don't have banner in hand. They needed that.
All right,
Just a
Bogle has
while ago.
sent me over to Drick. We will get back to Sunny B and the boys later, I guess. We got Drick currently fighting against O-Block and the Only Fangs guild. Got a couple other groups of O-Block here as well, but right now, Six and M3R company look like they're kind of being corralled. They look like they're being pressured, but it could be the other way. In this brawl, it kind of gets hard to tell who's doing what. As I've gotten here, it does look like the guys in M3R company, according to the boards, have just lost 30 in a row. So I don't know what happened before we got here, but right now, since we've gotten here, really bad for Six, super bad for Six, getting so bad for Six, there's not going to be anything left. That's my expert commentary on the situation.
Not bad, not bad.
Yep. I'm
Well-
going to say that, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say O-Block ends up winning this fight, Bogle. I'm going to go check on Sunny B. I'll let you know when it starts fighting over here.
Well, things have fizzled out over here as well as the timer comes to an end. Though Straw Hats still kind of prowling on the eastern side. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. I'm going to wait it out until we have Winks defending territory here at the top of the hour. But, I mean, for medium-sized content, you cannot have asked for a better day here in Floatshall Bite. 7 different groups, all against each other throughout this 1 hour period with pretty much around the same numbers fighting all across the map. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Tremendous content today here for the medium-sized guilds around Fort Sterling. Love to see it.
Okay. I might have one more shot of content. Sorry, before we go. I just got a one last message 1 minute ago saying that they were actually currently fighting, and they are. They're outside the castle currently fighting against the Push Alliance and Gadar. I'm not familiar with them, but currently Crumbs and Soap are fighting them. Last bit of content before we head out, Robin, because, I mean, we've had, like you said, it's been a fantastic day of content. Content across all different scopes, all different sizes, all different objectives, and many, many, many new and different groups participating in ZBZ action over here on Albion EU.
Yep, and this is another one. Push Alliance, never heard of them before. Have not seen either of these guilds that are in the Push Alliance here. and they are right now fighting
They're
Crumbs.
beating them.
They have secured a couple
They're
kills so
beating
far
Crumbs.
already.
They are currently up 4-0 in what I've seen, and they maintain the pressure. But you know what happens to newer guilds when they do that? They overextend, they make mistakes, they get too deep, they go in over their cooldowns, and then they get turned on by an experienced group. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Push have the numbers, and something drastic would have to happen for Crumbs to come out of this ahead.
Yeah, and it does look like Push are literally just a Push guild or alliance here. They are just trying to faux send it onto Crumbs. Crumbs, though, like you just said, you know, overextending, and Crumbs will fire back and punish you for that. That is 6 kills on that clump, but Push, they are looking to keep that pressure alive here on top of Crumbs, keeping the health bars low, forcing out defensives all over the shot. I don't know. It's hard to tell who actually comes out on top on this.
Dude,
so far.
If they screw this up so bad that Push lose this, that's going to be a rough guild meeting. And right now, Robin, I'm going to... You want to put some, just a friendly wager on this of no silver?
Yeah, no silver, no silver.
Friendly. It's a friendly wager. I bet you that Crumbs are going to come out and win this one in the end. Yeah.
I will side with Push on this one.
You should, because then if we were both on the same side, it would be not very fun.
Exactly.
And
Push, don't let me down. God fucking damn it. Jesus. Lock in.
Oh, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Watching it. I'm watching it with full eyes.
That was a massive defensive root bound there, whoever that was. Big clump, big deletion.
Oh, there go 3 members of Crumbs down. They could turn it. They got the push once they get... Uh-oh.
Old spread. Don't give them anything.
They're doing good. They're doing good. Look at that spread. That's really good. That's a really good spread unless Crumbs can start picking off individuals down to the south where there are less supports. If they read that too, this could be in trouble. Get those guys. Get those guys. It's just healers down there. Get them.
Ooh, well, that's another big deletion there on top of Crumbs.
Yeah, I think Crumbs might be done here, Robin, on that.
Counterpunch. Ooh, Mistwalker
Nah.
jacket from Fabian was absolutely fucking humongous.
Well
it literally
played.
saved that whole entire group, and I shit you not, if it wasn't for the Mistwalker jacket, Crumbs would have flipped it there and probably took the dub.
Gotta give, no matter what happens at this point, we gotta give some credit to Push. They may be showing their inexperience, but they at least know how to press their buttons at the very correct time. Like, they're very good at the mechanics. They might need to practice some of their group gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, new guilds, new alliance here. We've never seen them here on the War Report, right? We don't know how long they've been formed up, and
like, I'm looking at the names, I don't recognize these names. Look, Lord Grim, actually, I do recognize. There's a couple of them here, Robin. I'm starting to look at some of these names, and some of them are familiar. Very few. Like, I think it's Lord Grim and Grimax would be the only two I really remember.
Crumbs getting 3 kills, and they took out Fabian, which was the Mistwalker Giga Chat earlier on.
Yep. If they get
and I'm
that
seeing
healer,
Push
Grimax,
get pushed up against the cliff.
Yeah, if
and
they
I'm
get
seeing
Grimax's
Sora
group
looking.
here.
And he's looking. He's going to turn.
He's got a really bad angle on this, though, Robin. Because of that, like,
Right
tank
here.
on top of him. Yep, there it is.
Doja. Got it.
beautiful,
Seen
beautiful.
it coming from a mile
We've seen him a
away,
few
and
times.
Push,
We've seen a few times.
Push
And
are
I
running.
think he is, I think they did it, did they? Yeah. I think that might be it, Robin.
I think that might be it. So, Vogel also had Sunny B fighting. I don't know if it was on screen too.
Yeah, I mean, this was
They are
screen
still
one all
fighting
the
over
way.
there versus Mass Alliance at the moment.
All right, well, let's, you know what? I'll give
oh
them
my
another 4 minutes total. Or
Yeah.
5 minutes. Yeah, we'll go to like 10 minutes past the hour, not 4 minutes. Sorry, 4 minutes past the hour now. We'll go to 10 minutes past the hour. Give these guys a little bit more content if it's going to just to finish up, you know?
Yeah, the castle has been looted here, so the castle is not in play in terms of an objective. So these guys fighting the fight. We do have another major blob. I'm guessing that Skulk it is. It's coming on the north side of Mass right now. Mass know it. They're pulling off to the south so they don't get sandwiched. I'm wondering if Sunny B rotates west here, but he doesn't. Holds inside. See. Might want to switch to Hinnerman for outside there actually faux fighting versus Mass while contingent flank. So we'll switch to Skog here. Mass on the aggressiveness here. Massive clumps coming in. Can they capitalize off this clumpage on the choke point? Health bars dropping. Skog falling here. Counter punch coming right back at Mass, though. It is a bloodbath here on this choke point. Jesus, that's a lot of dead people. And Sunny B and Contingent should be hitting the backsides of Mass right now. Mass trying to walk in and stay on top of Skog, and they are. They're sending Skog to the Shadow Realm because Hinnerman just fell. We'll switch back to Sunny B as they push down the choke point here, hitting Mass on the north side, but a couple members of Contingent falling here. It is chaos. It is a massacre here in Battleberry Plain. 7 minutes past the hour of a non-stop jam-packed show here on the European War Report, and it's not over yet. We got content
Everywhere, all day long. All day long.
Content.
Robin, new dev talk?
Yeah?
Did I hear that right this morning?
Yeah.
I woke up and I was...
You also want to hear something else?
What?
Albion Online is now available on the Microsoft Game Pass. On the Xbox Game Pass.
There you go. I was gonna. I almost did some branding correction for you.
Yep.
We got. You did great there, sir. I'm very proud of you on that one. No, yeah, we're on Xbox Game Pass now. That's wild. I'm very excited for that. I think that's an interesting step. I wonder what that means for what comes next. I don't know if anybody out here could rub two brain cells together and think about what that means next, but it might mean something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just an FYI for the players that may not know, if you do have Xbox Game Pass subscription running, you can link your current Albion Online account with your Xbox account, and you will get the new exclusive Green Knight Vanity Bundle and all the goodies that come along with it as well, including 3 days of premium, 5 3-hour fame boosts, 250k fame in tomes, and 200 victory emote charges as well. And on top of that,
doing it right now.
And on top of that, there will be further rewards for Xbox Game Pass subscribers each month afterwards.
I almost cursed, but fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. That's awesome. I'm sorry, that's pretty freaking cool. We were aware that this was gonna happen. I didn't know about the exclusive stuff. And I'm not usually 100% behind those things, and I know Bogle is probably waving his fist at the sky right now as we speak. But as somebody who has those things already and has been using that for years, because I'm only saying it because I actually use it and I believe this, it has been, at least in the past, a pretty good value. So now that I'm getting something for a thing I already have, and it's a thing I already have, now linking to a thing I already have, and I get more stuff, can I just say I like that? That's cool. I'm happy. I know it's not like that for everybody in the audience, but for some of you, you're probably thinking the exact same thing I am. That's kind of neat. I already have that. And that, across the board now, you think about what that can do for Albion. Somebody's going to want to play Albion after that. That's going to mean that you might have a new guildmate soon because of this. Not too bad of a deal.
Not too bad of a deal indeed.
And the dev
But I
talk.
guess
And a dev talk.
and a dev talk today. Yep.
And we get to show off some other cool stuff too. I believe we have some images that we're going to show off as well. Some exclusive stuff. Well, not exclusive. I mean, just early stuff to show you guys. I'm pretty excited. Shout out to the dev team and to the art team, and special shout out to the community team, doing a great job right now. It's really cool. This is an awesome time.
It is indeed. It is indeed. But looking at the time, we are overtime, 10 minutes overtime, as these guys will carry on fighting here in Battleberry Plain as long as needs be. But we got other shows coming up next. We got the Q&A show as Lupac shows and Mbogo answer your questions. We'll be talking about the Xbox Game Pass and Albion Online connection as well. I'm guessing next show going more in depth on what it is, what you can get, and showing off some of those exclusive images, etc. Also giving away some premium codes to you guys, the audience, and they will let you know how to enter into said giveaways once the show begins. But like I said, the ad break will play, so they'll be back in a couple minutes time, so do stick around. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a glorious morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. Adios.
See you soon.
everybody, and welcome along to Albion TV. It is... What day is it, Bogle? I've literally forgotten the date today. It is the 30th of October, 2025. It's Thursday, which means it's time for the Albion Q&A show. It's your boy Lupac. You're joining me, and you're joining me and Bogle. At the moment, we are expecting a Chosen any moment, rocking up. But for now, you know, it's me and Bogle keeping it locked down for you guys. This is the show where anything goes. You guys get to ask all of your questions about Albion life and beyond, and we will answer them to the best of our powers. Hopefully there's some insightful gaming and Albion discussion, as well as, yes, there's some premium giveaways, chat. Don't you worry. A brand new dev talk has dropped today. It's a glorious day in Albion. We had a lovely learning show earlier. And yeah, we do have those noble drops as well. So if you're trying to get Buttercup, this is the place to be right now. And of course, to enter the 7-day premium giveaways, you just have to participate in the chat. And that doesn't mean type drops or giveaway. That means, you know, I mean, even say hello is enough. But we would we very much like it if you guys join in the conversation, ask questions, stuff like that. But you could just say good afternoon, or Lupac, you're handsome and funny. Bogle, you're so smart and clever. Anything like that. Flattery, you know, we accept that, don't we, Bogle? We encourage it, in fact.
I don't mind.
I don't know if it gives you any extra luck. You know, I don't know if it actually helps your chances in the giveaway.
Not at all.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're not going to go down there. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hello to all the new viewers in the chat. He's also humble. Bogle is very humble as well. Hook me up with all the presents. I mean, do you guys got enough presents? Like, you guys, this is treat time. Halloween candy galore. Remember, chat, you can use that Halloween candy for crafting fame, fishing fame, all sorts of fame. You know, quite a lot of the bonuses in Albion are only for... you know, usually for fame from mobs. Sometimes they're for like mob fame and gathering, and then sometimes it's all fame, and those are the best times because you can get on your farm, you can blast out some farms, you can do whatever, you know, you can do some fishing, you can do some refining, you can do some cooking. Even I don't know if it affects PvP fame, but anyway, it's a good chance to pump that fame. And if you want even more free stuff, there is the brand new Albion Online Xbox Store download, which is available. Even if you don't have to be a new player, you can still install it on Game Pass and link your account, and you'll get some rewards. And if you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, there's some real special stuff, including a very cool vanity skin. Rub Bogle's belly for luck.
I do that all the time.
Do you? You like a little Buddha. Isn't that what you do to a Buddha statue, Bogle? I don't think that was. I don't know what they were saying there.
No, that's it. Yeah. Buddha statue.
Yeah. For real, you can get some free stuff on the Xbox Store right now. There's even a step-by-step guide doing it, I believe, on the news page as well.
Yep. How to link your account.
That's all good.
Yeah, and it's the green
just started
Knight.
playing. Much love, guys. Awesome. Shout out to all the new players. I know we get a lot of new players. I mean, every now and again, when I'm on my GM account before we start a show, I usually like do a little tour of all the starter towns. And I always see people. Wow. Fort Sterling players, we need help at faction. Big war at Moor Gorge. I mean, I love that, but there's going to be like 2/3 of the people reading that are not on the same server as you. Maybe they arrive at Moor Gorge and they are very, very confused. So it would help if you specify which server you need backup on, because, you know, I was like, right, I'm here in Moor Gorge. I bought 50 guys and there's nothing going on. Lol.
Yeah, I can show off that new skin, by the way. We see the preview here on the website. The Green Knight
I'm going to get it in a minute, hopefully. Yeah, okay.
And I think, have it unlocked on this account. Let me double check. Appearance. Yeah, Green Knight, it's called.
Green Knight.
comes with a super huge helmet.
What does it remind me of? What?
The Green
Like,
Knight. It reminds you of the Green Knight from the movie The Green Knight.
Okay. No,
Like I'm
yeah,
pretty sure that's
maybe.
what it does. So there was like ads on television about it, like this giant Green Knight with a giant,
Ooh.
helmet, just like that.
Aurora Sky Knight had a good question. What should I spend my crafting focus on as a new player? Well, did you know we have an entire show dedicated to that? There was a learning show entitled
Oh.
Focusing on Focus. If you want to go back and check that out, it's an hour-long discussion of the different ways to spend focus, ranging
Do you
from
remember
the
when that
absolute...
was?
Oh god, no, I've done so many. I was looking through the other
Luke,
day.
I'm gonna tell you, Lupic, we don't have a great way of searching through our old VODs. So
No.
if you don't know when it was, like that person's never gonna be able to find that.
Is there not like a search function? Can you not type focus into the VODs and have a look? Let me try.
Yeah, you
If I
find out what
click
you can do
here
there. Yeah.
and I click videos
Yeah.
and I go to recent broadcasts
Okay.
and there is a search. Can I write focus in it, or is that just category search? That is just a category search, and unsurprisingly, the category is always Albion Online.
Always Albion Online. Every one of our categories is Albion Online. I do
The
want
good thing,
to give a
though,
special shout out
most-
to the guy who called out Sweet Tooth. Nice one. Yep, a little Sweet
Most
Tooth
of the
action on
learning
there.
shows, by the way, most of the learning shows are on their own little VOD, and they have really good titles. So it's like Albion TV, popping your potions. So they should be kind of easy to find. We've got tackling some tracking.
You're right. They do have their own VOD. And they
Journey through the journal.
should
Hang
have
on.
actually
Learning
some
with
of them got
Leopack.
mixed together. So a few of them are
Focus in.
actually-
I found it, bro. I found it.
Really?
Straight away. Yep. Found it. So what we need to do actually is take each of those and quite possibly create a highlight from each one so that they don't expire. Because I know VODs expire sometimes. If we want to hold on to them. I just messed up though. I just copy pasted it with the wrong keyboard. But I'll give you the link to that show in a second, and you can go and watch that back again if you really want. It's very in depth about it, but it should answer all your questions on it. Probably like the long and short is make sure you spend it on something, because you don't want your focus to cap and you're not using it. But there are better and worse things, and the more time and effort you want to put into it, the better the rewards. You can get to the point as well where your focus will literally pay for your premium if you're good with it. So make sure. Oh my god, it didn't even give me the actual link. I hate my life. Hang on. Sorry.
It's okay.
Chosen.
Lupac.
Carry on.
I'm looking at the Green Knight. So the Green Knight is like a character from the Arthurian legends and stuff like. And oftentimes it is portrayed as a stag-helmed knight, or a coated in leaves or moss or vines or some kind of foresty kind of attribution, something that signifies nature and stuff like that. I dropped Bogle a interesting image of
There's the video.
like somebody created like a model based on Arthurian legend, and it's pretty cool, from the Echoes of Camelot series. Looks nice.
Awesome.
So a lot of people have their own take on the Green Knight, kind of following a theme, if you will.
I swear. Okay, I know where I had it from. I know where I know it from now. For me specifically. So there was, back in the day, there was I don't know if it's limited edition, but there was a Green Knight Warhammer Quest hero. And he was like mad OP. He was mad OP.
Yeah. You're talking about Total War Warhammer 2.
No. Warhammer Quest, the board game. Back in the day.
Okay.
And he was like mad OP because
yeah.
Warhammer had Green Knights in it, right? Warhammer Quest had like a limited pool of heroes, but every now and then their magazine would release like one with the rules were in the magazine. So they were like semi-official because it was the official Games Workshop magazine, White Dwarf. But he was like mad OP. It was the most OP thing since the Chaos Warrior.
Well, he was
Anyway.
pretty OP in Total War as well, and I think actually that was for Warhammer 1 actually with the Breton expansion, and the Lady of the Lake and whatnot, and the Grail Knights, and the Green Knight was, I believe, a specific one. I actually found somebody doing a bit of cosplay too for Bogle, so there's a lot of takes on this revolving around a very similar theme. So it's the story was Gawain and the Green Knight.
The antlers will be awkward on the bus. Yeah, very true. Someone said, why hasn't Albion done any collabs? Actually, the legal team is currently working on Albion X Hello Kitty Island Adventure coming soon, hopefully.
So technically, there have been collabs. There was a collaboration with Dragony, where a song was created. So you had I guess what you call it, like power metal, fantasy metal. I like to call them, they got some pirate metal in their newest album. Some wild stuff they did, and Talion, one of our guys, is a big fan. We had a collaboration with them for a song that was made. Can you remember the name of the song? I can't.
Heroes. Yes. Told
Heroes
Story,
Never,
right? Or is
the Untold Story. Albion, like the
Action
Untold...
Never Dies. No, that was Bob Phrase.
It was the Untold Story. Yes, Bogle.
The Untold Story. Well done. They also had a collab with a writer who wrote a fantasy novel about the world of Albion at some point. And most recently...
Oh, the collaboration with Ubisoft, who borrowed our art.
Whoa, no. Whoa. No.
Wait, what? No?
No, there was a collaboration with Man at Arms, the Forge YouTube channel.
Yeah, absolutely, to make those cool swords for the Crucible.
And there was a collab with a robotics thing.
What?
We sponsored a robotics video at some point.
We do have some super geeks back. So we have some super duper geeks back at the studio. Love those guys.
I gotta look it up.
Fan.
I gotta look it up. They're definitely like a weird thing. I don't know.
We've done some wild things, man. I'm super happy with a lot of the weird stuff.
No, not the
why am I in a crystal arena? Uh-oh. Oops.
No. But yeah, I mean, it's I think it's some old things, to try out stuff, and it's kind of worked out. I still listen to the Dragony one once in a while, and I think it might be soon to, refresh everybody's memory. Or
we could play it. Can we just play a bunch of Drag? Can we spend
finish the show with it?
Can we spend the next 30 minutes playing my favorite Dragony songs?
No, I mean like Albion community made songs.
Men of Steel. Come on, let's go.
Albion.
That will get the VOD muted again.
Awesome. If you've seen the Galatine pair. So I have not yet got to hold the Galatine pair, by the way.
Did it arrive?
Isn't it down the road from you?
Yeah.
Can't you just walk into his house and take it?
Yeah, so we went out for dinner. We went out for dinner a while back, but they hadn't arrived then. And then a couple of days later, they've arrived. But what? So I'm in a predicament right now, right? Because Ziz sent me a clip, right? Hang on. I can give you the clip because it's from his stream. So I will send you a clip of Ziz, and this is, I believe, Ziz receiving the Galatines, right? So I'll give you this clip, Bogle, real quick. And you can play this one on stream. And he sent me this clip to make me jealous, obviously, because, whatever.
Because,
I just put it in general chat, right? So I was like, haha, you can't even lift them, dick. You know what I mean? So I'm giving him some banter. So now I've got a predicament chosen, right? Because if I
my God, he really can't. He's not strong enough to pick up his own swords.
Yeah. He cannot.
He cannot lift his own sword.
He cannot pick these up. One is being propped.
You're supposed to hold one in each hand, mate.
Yeah. Right. So
get to the gym, dude.
As you can imagine, Chosen, I have deployed some shit upon him.
Right.
They're too heavy.
Right. But now the problem is this, Chosen. When I next see him, I kind of have to be able to lift the swords,
You
right?
have to be able to lift both swords. If
Because
you don't,
I've talked a lot of shit,
a
shows.
lot of. He's not a little guy. Like he's not a little guy. Maybe no definition. Maybe needs to work on things. But he's not small. He should be able to hold those. Yeah, you're what, like 6'7"? You should be able to pick those up.
I'm not 6'7". I'm like 6'2", right?
Okay, same thing to me.
But yeah, I mean, Ziz is taller than you think. Actually,
I know. No, I know. I know he's taller than I am. You know,
he's
5'8" champ.
He's reasonably tall. He's a good bit shorter than me, right? But like, I was giving him mad shit right at the end. So I'm like,
come on.
If I go there, if I can't lift them, yeah, but if I can't lift them, Chosen, if I can't lift them, then I look like a dick now, don't I?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Lupac,
in fairness,
let's be clear. When you send us videos of you in the hot tub, or when you send us videos of you at the gym, you still kind of come off a little.
He's a tier 3 patron. Don't worry about it, Bogle.
What?
He's a tier 3 sub.
I'm just saying he sends us a lot of videos.
I come off powers. What, a poser?
I'm looking forward to seeing if you can lift those swords, though. I will. Yeah. I will both. Here's the deal. Here's my deal with this, Lupac. If you can lift the swords and you can show both of them, like you holding them up with like you standing, not in a chair, and they're both at least elevated with your wrists straight. Okay.
Yeah.
Not tilted, and you having to do some weird like Thor cup
like
nonsense.
Angling.
Yeah. Like if you're holding them real, I will give you tons of props for that. But then if you can't, you still have to show us the image of you not being able to hold them. And then I get to give you crap too. And I think that either way, it's going to be entertainment and good.
Because I did get linked a clip where you said that me and Ziz have to fight for them.
Mm-hmm. I think arm wrestling wouldn't be fair after watching that video.
He was like, no. And then you said he could have a champion, and he chose Hathor Brinson from Game of Thrones, who he actually knows.
I knew who that guy was. Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, well, I choose Zizaran as my champion to fight him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a nice move. Nice move.
Uno reverse, see?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or I call Bogle.
No, what?
Champion.
No way. We need
I
Bogle to work. I can't. I need Bogle to come to work.
I don't think I can lift any of these with. Anyways,
I will say you do not want that fight because that guy has a special feeling towards the Brits right now after that Eddie nonsense. So,
Wait, what? Who?
Yeah, so I'm hoping I can lift those swords. I'm pretty sure people at SBI
having like wars
swords.
of words leading to little boxing matches between people who can't box but are very, very strong. So, celebrity boxing matches where one punch can kill you.
Oh. Nah, not my type of jam. I prefer.
Yeah, no. Bogle's chess, maybe.
Nah.
I like YouTuber boxing. I saw a meme on Twitter actually where it was like they were celebrating the world's oldest woman. And it was like the world's oldest woman has reached 112. I think she was in India or something. And the first comment was like, finally Jake Paul has found his next boxing opponent.
Oh man, now that there's Sora, Jake Paul doesn't even actually have to box anymore. He can just make videos of himself fighting real boxers and still get the money. Like, it's not like he actually ever boxed. So, not that I want to get punched by him. He did go to a gym once or twice.
Yeah,
probably pretty good at it. I'm
when
much
were you
better
the
than
Athos? Are you struggling with the Athos boss? I find him one of the easier ones, to be fair. Mainly
any
don't
Paul
get
fans
hit
in
by
the
his
chat?
stuff.
Any Paul Brothers fans in the chat? Anybody want to throw some money at some crypto? I can give you.
Is that so we
links.
can ban them?
No. So I can get some extra money because I'm looking for people like that. I got another business that I'm running. It's a short-term crypto.
Whoa! We can't be shelling on here.
I'm gonna make an energy drink. It's called Dime.
Right, shows
Drop it
This
down.
isn't the White House. You can't be shelling up in here. This is a place of business, legitimate business.
I've got a new game I'm working on. It's Albion Online.
What?
Oh, mate, do you remember that Steam game that literally stole all the assets as well?
Yes, I do. And I still laugh every time I think about it.
I bet it's still up there as well.
It's not. It's gone.
What,
Is it not?
There's one that's
Albion?
very similar now, like, and I'm not going to give either of the two names of the two games, but the one that used our assets is gone. The one that took Albion and did an asset flip is still there. But it does not, what would we call it? Work.
Doesn't work.
Albion.
Well, you know how Albion is like an online multiplayer game with other people, and like a
Yeah.
lot of it comes together when you work with other people. It could probably handle 12 people in the marketplace, but beyond that, it really has a problem. It makes some pretty
Yeah,
good
let's show
like
this crap
stock
over.
images.
No.
Show that crap.
That's
No.
not nope. I don't want anybody looking.
There's no name.
Actually,
There's no name. There's
that
no
one's
name
actually
attached
worth
to
showing.
it.
That one's funny as hell. I've seen this
That's
one be advertised to me so many times. It is brazen. It's right. It's straight copy pasta. But then you had AI make you art.
That's like that
Bogle,
is like
Bogle, show this. I want to make fun of this. He's not going to do it.
Temu
He
Albion
won't
Online.
do it. He's like, no, I won't show this online. I'm not getting sued. We're not getting sued, Bogle. It's okay.
That's on you, right? On Chosen. That's
Yeah.
all right.
There's no name. There's no name on it. There's no name on it, Bogle. Like it's fine.
We're not accusing them of anything.
That's on Steam. That's on Steam right now, by the way.
I mean, Albion's.
I won't say
some
that there's-
inspiration.
It's
some
inspiration from Albion Online. They took
Okay.
some inspiration from our head of UI.
So I saw a less scrupulous Albion streamer do a sponsorship for it, right? And I did check it out. And do you want to know the funniest thing, Chosen?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have potions. The game doesn't have potions.
Their game?
Yeah, that game doesn't have
The
potions.
game that has the potion slot?
They just copied the potion slot. It's just like,
Oh my god.
amazing. There should be an Albion
So I
energy
do
drink
want to.
called
We had a real
Avalonian
question in
juice.
chat. We had a
Oh,
real
that'd be
question in chat.
amazing.
We're gonna take it around. We're gonna bring it back. Take down the things we're making fun of. Recently, Albion became available on Xbox Game Pass.
We already talked about this before you got here, bro.
So, no, yeah, but we have a chatter in chat talking about it.
Okay.
So, like, you guys covered that, right? Like, you covered the bonuses when connecting. You covered like how that there's going to be new ones coming out over time. It seems like a pretty good deal for anybody who already has Xbox Game Pass. And now there's some words in there that were triggering to some people. People were like, Xbox, when are you coming out on Xbox? I can't tell you that. I don't know what I can tell you about that.
It's
I
on
can
Xbox
tell you that
Game Pass.
so what I can tell
different.
you about like the eventuality of Albion coming to consoles is that it's been announced that it is something that's in development. When we look at job postings for the last year, we saw several job postings over the last year that asked for people with experience in cross-platform development, like somebody who's had experience on both consoles and on PC, and if they have mobile too, that's a bonus. We've seen that. That's what I have for you guys, okay? I have that we are now on Xbox Game Pass, and that we have people at the studio who work on that in the past, and there is another job posting right now asking for more people with that experience, and there was an AMA where Robin Henke said that it was going to happen. It was absolutely in the cards that Albion was looking to be on consoles one day. That was a couple of years ago. And then we had another interview with that same man. And he said, yes, that is in our plans for the future. And then we had Retroman and Graymo on, and they said, yes, that is in our plans for the future. And at that point, my NDA kicks in.
Right. Hear me out, though, right? What if the same day Albion activates on console, right? And we get this influx of console players on the exact same day, we also drop local voiceover IP in game.
Let's go.
Epic.
Okay,
boys.
two things.
Can you imagine?
I have to.
Can
I
you
have to
imagine?
say, no, I really don't want that. I'm okay. So over our time here at working alongside Albion, we've had many people in the community department. And right now we have a very strong team in the community department. I don't want to expose them to that because I want to keep the people we have in the community department. I don't want to do that. I can't imagine that anybody would want to be part of that as far as like having to be on the other side of that and be part of a community team that had to deal with that. So let's go with no. Let's go with please no and absolutely just no. And then Zippus AO. That's not where you heard it here first, and it's not by end of the year. I could never say that. That would be silly. By end of the year, we're going to have faction warfare, and the faction warfare information is out. And you know what, guys? This is a really good time to transition into the dev talk.
Oh baby! Just by the way, quickly, when anyone asks me about like local voice over IP, I'm like, I don't even want to listen to the people in my guild on Discord. Let alone
I don't even want to listen to the people in my party on Discord, let alone my guild.
You know. Anyway, yeah. You want to play the new dev talk?
Yeah, I do.
We'll chat about that then. Okay. I mean, you has Bogle got it ready, or did you just put him on the spot there?
I mean, you did.
No, he did. He had no idea. I thought it felt like transition time. You know, like it felt like that.
I mean, we will talk about this more tomorrow on the Daily Show at the same time slot, right? Just tomorrow. We'll go
be
probably
the full show tomorrow, probably, right, Bogle?
Yeah, we'll show it tomorrow again. But there is plenty of stuff to talk. But I think since it just dropped, we kind of should show it. And then we'll start heading to PvP soon. Give some first impressions, and then we'll look at that now, and then we can chat about it during the PvP show too. I think
sounds good. All right,
let's go.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another Albion Online Dev Talk. Last time, we introduced Realm Divided, our next major content update that reshapes the Royal Continent and brings a brand new era of faction warfare to Albion. Today, we'll take you on a journey through the first steps of this new system, from joining your faction to reaching the front lines and taking part in the first battles that will shape the war. This will be the first of 2 dev talks breaking down the details of this new iteration of faction warfare, with the second dev talk covering the broader campaign and fortress sieges. With Realm Divided, faction warfare on the Royal Continent has been completely restructured. The continent has been divided into provinces, distinct war zones made up of several connected regions. Our leading motivation in this redesign was to make PvP ever present, turning provinces into large-scale battles that determine a single chapter in Albion's perpetual faction war. In the past, faction armies often marched past one another without ever engaging, as the old frontline system didn't anchor the fighting to a specific area. Under the new system, the conflict will be focused into active provinces, with valuable objectives giving players an opportunity to fight over the rewards. These objectives range from faction camps to encourage small-scale skirmishes, to large faction fortresses to ignite all-out war over the province itself. Each province can be in one of several states. It can be peaceful, actively in conflict, or under siege, and this determines what kind of battles you'll find there. We'll go deeper into how those states change in our next dev talk, but for now, what's important is understanding how to recognize them. To help you navigate, the Faction Warfare World Map overlay gives an overview of the entire war. It shows which provinces are contested, which your faction controls, and where you can have the biggest impact. When you zoom in, the map still shows individual regions just as it did before, allowing you to view familiar local objectives and details. When you zoom out, you'll see the higher level overview of the ongoing war, showing the larger strategic picture of the front lines and faction progress. The map also helps you see at a glance which conflicts are nearby and most relevant to you. Provinces that are under attack are clearly marked with red highlighted sword standards, and red directional arrows give insights into the momentum of faction troop movements. These are the front lines, the place where your faction needs you the most.
One of the major pain points in the old system was how much time players lost traveling to the front lines. To fix that, we've added new faction transports. Once you have enlisted with the faction of your choice and flagged up for faction warfare, you'll find these armored wagons near every city's faction leader and at the fortresses your faction controls. From there, you can select active conflict zones for your faction and travel to them directly. The faction transport won't take you deep into the red zone, but it will take you right to its edge, where the fighting begins. You can also see open parties already fighting and join them instantly through the transport interface. This makes it easier than ever to get into battle, connect with others, and reinforce your allies at the front. No more long rides across the continent, just pick your destination, pay a small transport fee, board the wagon, and you're right there ready to fight. When you arrive in a contested province, you'll immediately see the war in motion. Outposts will be under attack, factions will clash in open fields, and opportunities for both small and large-scale fights will be all around you. Whether you prefer roaming skirmishes or joining bigger pushes, there's always a way to contribute. One of the key activities in these war zones are the new faction camps. When a province becomes a conflict zone, bandits seize control of these camps and fill them with valuable supplies. To bring the war down to a personal scale, we've designed two types of faction camps. Solo camps for lone fighters seeking quick clashes, and small group camps that encourage teamwork and frequent skirmishes between factions. These camps serve as gathering points where players naturally encounter allies and enemies alike, creating constant small-scale battles that feed into the larger war effort. By clearing out the looters, your faction reclaims the camp and unlocks a faction chest at its center. When your faction opens a faction chest, everybody nearby shares in the loot, providing valuable rewards and helping your side to establish momentum in the fight for the province. These chests can also appear independently throughout the contested provinces, creating additional hotspots for conflict. Be careful though, as these chests can be raided. If another faction reaches the chest before the timer ends, they can claim the loot and the supplies for themselves. This constant push and pull keeps the fighting dynamic and gives even small engagements real impact. Every camp cleared, every chest opened brings your faction one step closer to controlling the province.
So today, you've seen how the new faction warfare system begins, joining your faction, traveling to the front lines, and fighting for control in the new provinces. Next time, we'll show you how those same efforts culminate in massive fortress sieges, for ultimate control of a province, for the dominance of the continent, and for the glory of your faction. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Oh baby, another dev talk down and another one to come, it seems, before the update.
Yeah, and hopefully we will get to have Graymo on before the end of the year as well. We've been trying to sort something out since the last time he was on. He is a really fun conversation, and we might even just talk, not even talk Albion. We might just talk about other things, just to give a different kind of experience to the viewers. Everybody knows a lot about Albion by now, but we don't know a lot about the people who make Albion. And it's been a while since we had like a human to human conversation on here. Every one of our interviews for like the last year plus has been what goes on in Albion. And we used to do a little bit more human interview, and we might pull that back a bit and do some of that. So that should be fun. I see some really good conversations in chat and good questions in chat about what they're seeing here. And there's two in particular that I want to bring up. But first, we have a new player who's returning to the game, and I wanted to give everybody in chat an opportunity to give them a suggestion as to what would help them get back into the game. I suggested the journal. Yeah, that was my first thing. I said, do the new tutorial. Try that out when it comes out. Like, you know, you could try it out on the test server now and run through it and get an experience of that, so you can just play your main character on the live server and not have to really like make a new character, spin all that up. Just try something on the test server to get an understanding of what that is. I don't want you to wait 3 weeks until the update comes out. After you check that out, you know, and you're refamiliarized with the mechanics of Albion Online, start playing your main character again, but look through the journal. If you can't really remember how to PvP and stuff, and you want to just get used to your buttons, the new Crystal Arena is a great way to hop in very quickly and experience gameplay with other people and familiarize yourself with recognizing skills from other people and how to use your own. If you want to make loot after you do that, there's so many different ways. The depths now is one of the fastest ways to make silver if you're going in and just very good at the game, and you can solo people in solo groups, and you can do PvE very well, and you're highly skilled. You can go do 2-man or 3-man content solo without any risk, mind you. So that's kind of wild. There's a lot of things available to you as a new or returning player that can help you get to the high end very fast. Or if you prefer to take things casually, like Lupac said, you can absolutely just experience the joys of the journal. And
well, the journal, no, because the journal's going to steer you to some dangerous places,
well,
shows
yeah,
it, right?
But
the
journal... it can, but it can also help reward you and guide you in some of those more passive activities. Like, you know, you can get stuff for farm, you can get stuff for your island, you can do PvE, you can do like crafting and marketplace activities and still get journal rewards. I'm saying now there is a way to guide you through those things where there never was anything like that before. And now you have something for even passive activities, where before I feel like some of the more like engaged activities, there was a lot of coverage of. You have a lot of people on Twitch who are doing those activities all the time. You can tune into any one of our viewers, not viewers, our streamers over there in the AOCP and hop into their channel and generally see them PvPing in some way that will help you get involved in that activity. But the non-PvP activities are not something that we have anybody really guiding you through at any given time, and that's where I say the journal can even do that.
Yeah, it's a nice starting point, and like you said though, like it does vary from like, hey, go and raise 8 cows, you know, or it's like go and kill 800 people in a dungeon. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very like,
do it today.
Do it
I
now.
want it done yesterday. Murder them.
Hey, like mine,
yes, it gets a little like
that. I did 2 the other day, right? And one of them was craft every type of tier 6 food, and the other was kill 50,000 demons. And I got them both in a day. There's quite a contrast.
Yeah. So
for sure.
The other 2 questions I had, Lupac, is related to the test the other day. So one was, are they saying that they're going to transport us to the front naked? And I said, no, you're going to be able to use gear. And they're like, is there a mechanic in place to make sure that people don't abuse that for transport and moving gear and resources across large amounts of territory? Yeah, there's a pretty substantial cost to it if you have things in your not your paper doll, but your inventory. So like the stuff you wear, you can use, and I suggest using something that's cheap, because remember there's an IP cap in most of this. And you will pay a percentage of that in transport fee, right? That is at a lower rate than the stuff that's in your inventory, the rest of it.
Yeah.
If you try to bring stuff that you're going to trade, or like bunches of pots and food and stuff like that, that's going to be transported at a premium price. You're not going to want to do that. And it's going to be very expensive if you do. And if you get knocked down into the zone that you go in, you're going to lose part of that pretty quick. And you don't want to be in that situation. Also, I would not be surprised if this becomes an evolving mode where we see this changing over time. And that leads me to our second question that we had, Lupac. Were there any changes in the second test relative to the experience of the first test? And I'm going to let you guys talk about that, because I wasn't there. I know the answer, but I think you are definitely more, you were there. You tell about it.
Yeah, so they disabled the defender buff, or the last stand buff, which was an escalating buff when you start to run out of territories, because in theory, you know, there's a reasoning behind it, but it was just kind of weirdly scaled and a bit off there. I can't remember what else they had changed in between. I mean, everything everything was a bit better organized because people knew what they were doing since the first one as well.
The transport cost was still work in progress, but that kind of worked, and some of the zone filling issues were better. People were more spread around. There was more open space. Generally, the playtest felt way less crowded and way more like faction warfare does feel now. So it had a much better flow and feel to it. And then just a few of the weird things that got like huge feedback got improved. I think it's still work in progress. I think we still have like a week or two for smaller changes, but it was working and feeling way better overall. And for us, it felt pretty quick. I think we did 2 hours and we were like, oh wait, this is over already.
I thought it was really fun. Really, really fun. As you said, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Like, just everything felt more akin to how you'd want faction warfare to be. The costs are going to be high if you're trying to teleport with 8384 to the front lines, which is kind of stupid to do in the yellow zone anyway because of the IP cap, and it's, you know, not that much fun for anyone. The good thing is like the people who are spamming 7-3 acid pots and stupidly expensive food in the yellow zone faction warfare, clapping everybody. We just had endless bidons. That won't necessarily be a problem in live because they are not going to throw a 200k pot on every single clump in yellow zone. There'll still be some legit clappers in red zone, and I'm really hoping that this is the thing that gets people to dip their toes into the red zone. If you could just like put on a flat 6 set and get teleported to a fortress fight in a red zone, that could be a lot of fun for sure. Obviously, some stuff was bugging because the devs were manually triggering events and manually changing like the status of zones and things like that, which obviously wouldn't happen in the actual system. So there was maybe some unintended side effects, but we got to practice the fortress stuff. We got to get to grips with the supply mechanics and stuff like that. And the good thing is if you don't actually want to fight other people, but you want to earn faction points and you want to complete objectives like for the journal, for faction, stuff like that, there's a bunch of like, you know, there's a bunch of PvE stuff you could do that will still earn you points and help your faction in the battles without directly fighting if you're not a confident PvPer. It's not hard to find Bob, by the way. One player. He's in the same location in every dungeon. Once you know the route, it's very easy. The loot is trash. I agree, but there is a chance of getting some quite valuable skins in there. And who doesn't want more treats in their bag? Treats are amazing. Do you know what I did today, by the way, guys? We went to Oppervan, Bogle. Went to Oppervan today.
Who?
And Oppervan, the most valuable zones in the entire game. And I loaded up on treats because I knew a bunch of my group would forget them. And I did what they do at like music festivals and stuff. And I gouged the price of treats when I got there. I was like, anyone forget treats, boys? Only 1 million a pop.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. Yeah. Nah,
Yo, tip for your next.
I was joking. Or was I?
Or your next run is like, take some token. Yeah, that I like it. Lollipop dealer Lupac.
Oppervan Gaming.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. No, so it's so Oppervan is a zone where there's like it's always T8 and there's 3 gold chest camps which respawn. Like, so by the time you clear the third one, the first one has respawned. So the appeal is like you could just cycle between the camps forever. I mean, you never get forever because there's always people contesting it. It's just the way it is, right? It's just like it's too valuable to not contest, so people are always contesting. Yeah, it's good fun though. It's very good fun, and after a while, you just get endless fights there. When you don't get endless fights, it's like 10 million silver
Just
per
huge.
hour.
So you're either having a lot of
XP.
fun or a lot of reward.
Or yes, it's actually like the best content in the game right now, because the way I look at it is if you get endless fights, that's awesome. If you don't get any fights, you get Oppervan for free for as long as you can. right? So either way, you're kind of happy.
What's up?
Huh?
For...
It's two. There's two roads of Avalon in existence with the name Opovan.
Oh,
So you can't see them on the map.
Yeah, we'd have to go to them through our tools.
Right.
I do want to address a couple of other things now in chat because we've kind of let them go by a little bit, and I thought one of them was kind of interesting, seeing as it's. I saw something interesting yesterday. So somebody asked how far we've come, like how far we've come as a group
game
here.
or
I know. I think they're talking about
people?
us, like the Twitch team, because I think they're like an old viewer coming back. Like there was a little bit of miscommunication there, but then I think that would be interesting because last night I was looking at some financials, and it's my anniversary of my first invoice. From the first time I sent in an invoice is actually October 31st. So it has been 8 years since I sent in my very first invoice. I've now sent in 100 invoices, and it's been 8 years. It's been kind of crazy, like how things have progressed. That we had one show a week when we started, and it was basically kind of a war report on record mixed with a daily show. It's been a wild time, and we went from just Lupak and I when we started. Of the people who are here. I mean, there was Gusky and there was Costin, and Costin actually never overlapped with me, I don't think. I think he left.
No, I think you came in as his pseudo replacement.
Yeah, basically.
There was an opening then.
Well, there wasn't an opening then. I don't know. We're not going to go into that. But he left as I came in. We'll say that much. I don't think the two were necessarily related. It's just a coincidence in timing. I was not his replacement. We'll put it that way. So we moved in, and since then we've grown it to currently we have 10 people working on AOTV. I know that sounds crazy, but when you see all the nonsense that we do, you kind of get an understanding of why. We're on like between 4 and 6 hours a day, covering a span of 8 to 12 hours sometimes during the day. I believe on invasion days we're doing even more than that. I think we're at 15 hours gap between when we start and when we end. We do quite a bit. We also have the TikTok, YouTube, a lot of good content over there. We used to do interviews and stuff. We're well over 200 interviews before we turned off the SoundCloud. That's kind of ridiculous. We had a lot of really great content on there from years and years of interviews with the community. And now we're starting new ones too. So we've kind of grown and changed and developed. Yeah, we are a TV station, Lackins. Lackinens? Lackinens? Oh boy. Google, can you translate that for me? Google? Anybody got Google? Translate that name for me?
Nah, man.
Any attempts from people on the team?
We're all about the Alexa now,
my
right?
phone just heard me, and it's telling me how to do it. Okay, hold on.
By the way, they got about a few minutes left, and then we got to start the PvP show at about past. We still have to play some ads so we don't get them, and we have to do 1 or 2 more giveaways for everybody. So let's do one more round of X up in chat or ask a final question, and then we'll draw another 2 codes in just a bit. And
2 more codes, blimey.
Yeah, and then get ready for PvP.
Bogle is generous today. He is a generous overlord. Halloween tomorrow. We're not on. I'm not on tomorrow actually, which is because I got my Halloween costume today for the party tomorrow.
You're kind of into that, aren't you?
There's always a family costume, Bogle. I don't really have a choice in the matter.
Oh, I see.
And it's.
I mean,
it's defo K-pop Demon Hunters this year. Not gonna lie.
I live in a neighborhood where there is like. If you walk around dressed, people were like, yeah, he is going to a party somewhere away.
Not here.
Yeah,
like
not
that
here.
person is leaving the neighborhood to go
to a
somewhere
party.
else. They would not be doing that here.
Yeah.
Not here, sir. Not here.
Don't knock on my door, bro.
Don't.
I dare you.
So
I will throw eggs at you if you knock on my door.
I had Google look up that name, and it just tells me that I'm spelling it wrong, and that it's definitely a different name, and it's definitely not that name because that name doesn't exist. And I'm like, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to pronounce your name right. It just won't help.
See, there's a AI can only take us so far.
Right.
Those,
Lupak, are you going to dress up on the stream tomorrow?
I'm not on tomorrow.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We used to dress up together.
We did, and we did Christmas as well.
I tried to get
We used
Robin to
do
just
Halloween
put
Saturdays. I don't
like
think we have anything Saturday. It's not Invasion till next week, is it?
no. I just have those. You know, maybe I'll be in contact. You free Saturday?
I mean, I could take a break from playing the new PoE League all day gratuitously, maybe.
Yeah, because maybe we could do something fun on Saturday with a team. We haven't done a 5-man event in a while. I know you have been busting my balls to do Hellgates. If
Yeah.
we can start and just show that we could play other 5-player content convincingly as a team, you could drag me into Hellgates. But until you can get me a 5-man team that I feel convinced that can at least communicate and not make me pissed off when we play regular 5-mans, I don't want to be playing Hellgates where I'm gonna like have to buy more stuff.
Right. Well, we can always do non-lethal. They exist.
Okay,
Believe it or
okay.
not. Believe it or not, they
Well,
do exist, chat. Unfortunately,
all
you're better
right.
off in the depths money-wise. But
Well, I tell you what. Yeah, I know. Hellgates are unless we're doing lethals, aren't worth the money. How about this? You send me some messages about what kind of 5 players you want from us, what you think we could do, and we'll look at least doing an hour of our 2 hours on Saturday as Hellgates. What does chat think of that? Chat on board with this? Me mixing it up, making something different. You guys okay with that?
spicy.
And if you're not, and you say nothing, you're not going to have a chance at the raffle. If you are and you say nothing, you're not going to have a chance at the raffle. So let us know what you think, and that gets you entered into the raffle.
does get you.
You'll watch anyway. I get that. Okay. Yep. It'll be interesting, but short notice. Okay. Okay. Now you're asking about the black zones. Don't have time for that. I will answer that another
what
time.
should you do your first time in the black zone? What should you use? Anything that you can afford to replace 20 times. You can't afford to replace it 20 times, don't go. That's what I'm saying. That'll do, though. That's it. If you want more questions, though, we will be back next week with the same show on the Saturday. I think we should do 2 Q&As a week.
Do you think we should bring Minsu in to do a show in Russian?
By himself?
Well, we don't have. He's the only Russian speaker we have, and we have audience members asking if we can do Russian shows.
Give Bogle like a week to learn it, and it'd be right.
True. Bogle, can you learn Russian? We can have you
Bogle
hang out
learns
with.
languages pretty well.
Like, and what you don't understand from his English, he can also talk to you in Chinese. He's got that down too.
Mm-hmm.
Not Bogle, Minsu, our other guy.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he's got like 7.
Yeah.
He makes Bogle look like slow.
Same show, same questions, different answers. Yeah, I think.
Same show, same. Yeah, that's pretty much how we roll here. You got a problem with that? Like, consistency isn't my jam. All right.
All right, guys.
Anything you guys want to end it with? I'm having a lot of fun with the audience.
Yeah.
Did Bogle pull those codes? I don't see them.
Happy Halloween if I don't see everybody, of course. Enjoy.
Oh, Lupak, you tell me what you want to do. We'll get you on. You got the free time. We'll get you on. Now, you've seen my messages. We're trying to get shit done for the next 6 weeks or something.
Get shit done.
We'll get some extra shows out there for the audience. I want to spoil them for the holiday season. There's going to be less official stuff because, it slows down. We're going to try to pick it up for you guys and fill the void.
There you go.
By the way, my jam is more like strawberry. Anyway, let's get on.
Ooh, like it.
Wow, Bogle.
I get it.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy the PvP. We'll play some adverts so that you don't get any during the show. There'll be more premium giveaways as well. So keep it locked here on AlbionTV, and we'll see you again very, very soon.
Yo.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you I was typing a message. I needed you to do the intro.
Oh.
What's up, guys? Show's meant to step away for a second. So me and Bogle
Oops.
are gonna be playing some PV. I can't believe this is crazy. In the back scenes, I said, Bogle, I have to type a message.
You
For going
did?
in, do the intro really quick, and then I started typing my message, and he just went live. I was
Yo,
ready.
I'm sorry, man. I thought you were like, yo,
I
do
was
the.
typing my message.
I thought I didn't hear the I'm doing a message part. I was just thinking you're trolling me. I was like, yo, you do the intro. I'm like, I said no. And
All
you're like,
good,
"Oh."
all good. So we are here with the PvP showcase. We got 1 hour of PvP. We've done a shit ton of the depths content. So much that we don't want to do it anymore too much. So we're gonna head into a
2v2 Hellgate.
crystal
Non-lethal?
arena.
Oh,
What we want to do a 2v2 non-lethal Hellgate?
sure. Let's go.
Okay, sure. I'm hella down. What are you bringing?
I don't know. I don't have much.
You don't lose your inventory in there, right? It's not orange. Actually, wait, but you know what, Bogle? We've never done a 2v2 depth. Why don't we do that?
Sure. We can do that.
All right, let me drop my inventory in the bank really quick.
Let me.
I'm sure
buy
there are
some.
quite a lot of viewers of ours who are enjoying today as there, some launches of other content. But Albion has a Bogle. Well, I don't know. Did you guys talk about stuff yet?
I mean, we know that Albion's out on the Microsoft Xbox Game Pass, right? But we were
Do you know what that
speculating
means?
about what that could mean in the future, but there's no official anything, right?
Okay,
So
well, there's
everybody
no
has-
need to speculate. There's no need to speculate. Let me break it down for you guys.
Oh,
I'm not giving. This isn't like official SBI is saying this. This is me saying this as somebody who knows things, right?
oh,
The entire catalog of the Xbox Game Pass, any single PC playable game that is on anything such as Steam, Battle.net, Origin, like any of those things, will be playable on the next generation Xbox console. So any game that is on the Game Pass, you can play on console, starting with the next console release, no matter what. I think there is, as Microsoft said, no exceptions. So that means for sure people are going to be able to play Albion on their Xbox the next time an Xbox comes out.
all right.
That should be pretty soon.
Now the big money question, though, Tazik, when is that?
And that should actually be pretty soon. So
Really?
Xbox, so the Xbox ecosystem is evolving to basically just be a PC, right? And it kind of mostly did that this generation. Next gen, it sort of finalizes that with this Windows parity. And from the leaks and what we know with the partnerships and the chips and all that stuff, it really should be like Q2, 3, 2026 that we start probably having an Xbox in people's hands that it can just play anything.
Interesting.
The
okay.
cool thing that this means, though, right, is like the next step. The console players that are about to influx all the games. For example, World of Warcraft, biggest MMO, one of the biggest MMOs, is coming to Xbox as well. Like they're going to Xbox, announced for sure. This is like official, not just with this update. Because it is going to console, they have to update the game a lot for console players. It would be interesting to see what would happen to Albion with those updates for console players. Because there's going to be a
Interesting.
shit ton of them, bro.
Interesting. Okay, console bros. All right.
Common console players coming in. All right, but let's hop into this duo.
It's
but yeah,
closed, the
I mean, it's
door is
gonna be fun
closed.
because you have to keep in mind, right? Like any updates you make gameplay wise for Xbox console players, that update also will work for other console players, right? You just have to be able to run the game. And PlayStation, Sony also has been working on their own parity for PC stuff. They've been porting a lot of games from PlayStation to PC and actually making them really, really well-made ports. And if they want to compete, they'll probably start letting you play stuff too on PC, from your PC on their PlayStation.
You'd seem like you know stuff, man. Wow. Okay. Well, interesting.
It'll be-
Interesting.
It'll be really cool. I mean, you know, let me just check the thing. Just Google 2 words. Yeah, so if you go to the Albion Online job postings right now, there is in fact only one active job that they're hunting for, a full-time game developer focused on cross-platform.
Yeah, I saw
Now,
that
Albion,
too, yeah.
Albion is a cross-platform game. You can play it on mobile. Yet, in this job posting, one of the key responsibilities is to maintain parity for all features between PC, mobile, and console version.
Interesting. I mean, I Chosen had a little bit of a talk earlier on that, where it basically went through the fact that the game director and CEO sort of confirmed multiple times over the years that this is in planning, in the works, you know, in process, but we never got any sort of clarification when, right? And if this is just another step, and if you say, you know, this will happen at some point, then it seems like the latest date. Then at least we have a latest possible date. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, it's gonna be really interesting when that next Xbox gen is dropping, and you can just load up Steam, Battle.net, all of these other, you know, storefronts, and just play your games that you own. You can just launch Albion from Steam. It's gonna be insane.
Duo is right.
Yeah, I'm in the Duo. I'm hopping in right now. Somebody asked, if you get the job, do you get free premium? That's a good question, Vogel. Is that a benefit that the company offers?
I don't actually know. I think you get to play, you know, sort of on a non-official account, and it may be. I know a bunch of the freelancers get it, right?
Yeah, one of the perks for different freelance stuff, because there are a lot of, you know, players who do
Mods
some
and
work
shit,
in the
yeah.
game, stuff like, you know, translations even and stuff. Those guys often, not always, I'm not going to say that's like a guaranteed benefit, but I can tell you one thing, boys, I do in fact get free premium on one of my accounts. That's the only thing they pay me. They pay me free premium, and once a year I get a package in the mail with cookies in it, but they're expired by 3 months by the time they get to me.
Yikes. I mean, you send them from Berlin, Germany, handmade all the way to across the pond.
So somebody's asking, perhaps it would be possible to create a server network to increase Albion's ping. He means decrease in other parts of the Americas, because where I live, the ping is very high. Yeah, so Sammy Dynasty, I'm not sure what part of the Americas you live in, but yeah, the server is based on the Eastern United States. I don't know exactly where it is these days. I think it's the same as it's been. I think it's like East 1. But it is Eastern, so if you're in, let's say, California, you'll probably have around 90, maybe even 100 ping, depending on where you live, maybe 80, which it's still playable. I think really anything below about 100 is very playable. But you know, it's just the price that you have to pay.
We have Southwest and North. We have 2 name tags.
Ooh, okay, let's get this buff. Somebody's asking if we can have multiple souls at a time. I really would love if that was possible. Let's fight these North guys quickly, but we're out of a sandwich. Okay, Bogle, run north. Run north. Just run north. Your fiend robe? Run. Run. Don't die to this mob, Bogle. Don't die to the mob. Why are you playing? You playing holy? Fiend robe? I've never seen. Oh, we got another team. Run! More, bro. This way. Run!
No.
Bro, run. You're looking like free loot to them, bro. Run.
I feel like free loot.
Bro, run.
Yeah. I think they're they're coming. They're coming still.
Okay, give me heals.
Yeah.
What we got left in the tank, bro? Let's start making our way back up.
I'm almost full, like energy wise.
Yeah, let's go. Bro, like, we can clean up the scraps now. We made it out.
Let's go back. All right. Yo, I actually need to focus on this game. Jeez. All right. I was enjoying you telling your stories, man. I was like,
okay, this guy's 1 HP up there. Oh, you dodged the ball, Batten! You're insane. Bro, you're nuts. You're him. Just waste my clear stuff. Okay, who is with who? I can't tell. I think it's the Frost is alone. Okay. I think they killed the Frost Staff, so now it's an actual 2v2.
I don't want to
Alright,
get into PvP again, PvE again here.
This guy has no energy. We should just hard fight this. He's trying to bow bat on you. Yep, you got it.
Oh, there's
Oh,
more.
we're about to get sandwiched. The Frost. Yeah. Careful, careful. You win that. You win that. Heal through that. You got this. Oh no. This way. This way.
No.
No.
Man.
They pick you up.
They did. The ball has me.
Shit. Shit.
I'm a. Do I?
I'm cooked, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm dead.
Alright, let's do this again.
Yeah, we can go in again. That was tough. I mean, dude, I've never seen that many people in a depth before.
Do I
Jesus Christ.
stay on Fiend? That's I
Sure.
mean,
Fiend is a little weird. I think you probably want Cleric or something.
it was very good in Hellgates.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nasty in the gates, but I think you kite a lot more in the depth.
I think. Do I do?
Oh, and I don't know that we mentioned it, but at some point, Chosen will be joining us back, and we'll have 3 people.
Yeah.
Let me change. Make sure I forgot I have to.
It's
dump all
4
my
minutes.
inventory
Let's
in.
play Hellgate.
4 minutes. Yeah, queue up. We queue up in arena maybe.
I'm trying to get Hellgate representation on the stream, Tazik. It's not working.
I'm not a 2v2 Hellgate fan, but I'll keep it a $1.50 with you.
Really? Why not?
I feel that the small scale content of Albion is best represented in the 3-man, 5-man, and 1-man content. So I don't like the 2.
It's too
Leave
cookie
2 to the
cutter for
open
you, or-
world, bro. Leave 2 to the open world. You know, 2v2 is too. It's too scummy. It's too, like kitey, rock paper scissory. I think when you get to 3, you can counter the rock paper scissors a little better.
Right. Did you say it's
When you get to
scummy?
5.
What is?
Yeah, I think you play 2s in a quite scummy fashion at like the highest of levels, right? Because it's very rock paper scissors. You kite around. I'm a fighter. I just want to fight. I don't want to kite around. Oh, I got to reset. I got to do this and that.
The combo didn't work. Let's retry. Like reset and retry.
Yeah, I hate that play style. And the more people you get, you find that falls off until you get to then like ZVC.
Oh, don't say yes. Cancel.
Oh,
Cancel.
too late.
Cancel. Oh, I'll watch this one.
Hey, my boy Iren Sudi asking in chat thoughts on the New World MMO closing. So it's tough because so Amazon Game Studios closing, right? So New World isn't getting any more updates. Also, the Lord of the Rings MMO won't be coming out.
And
but
I may have
beyond that,
read that. So what I read, because I just was on Steam earlier, because one of my friends in the industry was like, check this blank out, and I went and it says basically that New World services will be available till the end of the year. That's 2 months.
No,
at
20,
some
26.
yeah.
Okay, so
After-
you've seen somewhere that it says 26 because
at
on
some
Steam,
point
it
at
only
the end of
says-
2026, you will not be able to actually play the game anymore. But it will be
wild.
supported until then, as in being online. But again, I mean, it goes further than just New World, right? So the Lord of the Rings MMO won't be coming out. Even after that, the whole MMO genre is like in a very tough spot, right? Obviously, the market's quite weird.
It's
and even
very
when the
different
market
than it's
does
ever
better,
been before, and the
market's
overall
quite
market's
weird.
doing great.
Well, no,
but,
the
like-
market's really weird right now, right? It's really
Okay.
propped up by AI. The entire game industry is quite down outside of like the very niche indies that are doing well. So, like all of that, the big investment money really doesn't want to be more than like 5 mil for these like smaller titles, right? And then you have things like Ghost, which is just shut down, right, as a funded project. NetEase just completely dropped Ghost, right? The upcoming MMO from Ghostcrawler, the ex-Riot guy, and now they're looking for a publisher. Like they're looking for funding to make the MMO again because people don't see the return on MMOs, and even
Well, I think there's a
the
lot
play
of
styles, dude.
disappointment by a lot of players in the space as well.
Definitely. I mean, Ghost
I think
MMO,
that's
it looked
driving
really
it.
cool.
Like there's a bitterness in the space. There's a I wish. You know, like there's a lot of people who don't feel like their needs are being met, and it's a very wide space with a lot of different options, and we're seeing just like people are trying to stick to what works, right? And what works doesn't work because there's 5 versions of what works.
Help me, Bogle.
That's why Albion Online works,
I
is
made a huge
because it
mistake.
is different than its competitors, and it can find an audience in that. But a
Are you still
lot
there,
of the
Bogle?
other MMOs are similar in a lot of ways, and you're seeing just like shades of a different similar thing, and you can only have so many different flavors of the same thing. You know, it's like you can only eat so much ice cream. But if somebody else has something that's like an ice cream sandwich, that can exist outside of ice cream. But if everybody
yeah, but
else
the thing
just
is
has
with
ice cream in a
MMOs,
cone,
right? It's like a mountain of ice cream. You have to keep going at and keep playing. Whereas there's so many other games now that just can give it to you way better and way harder for a month, and then you move on to the next one, right? MMOs, you know, overall are sort of down in that regard. So the people are, like you said, they're
It's a
trying to
very
innovate,
hard
and that's
genre.
what Ghost
It's a-
was doing too. Like they were really.
They
I
have-
got
they have
pitched
their
on
own
the game.
space.
It was a very cool idea. They're
Okay.
looking for funding. So it shows if you have a lot of mills, you can fund that
I
game.
do,
Let
I
it come
do,
out, bro.
I do. I have a lot of mills.
I do hope someone funds that game. I was sad to see the NetEase drop the publishing support.
Either I don't. It's a weird thing, you know. Like I get very sad just because I don't like the space to shrink. It never is a good sign. It's never a good sign. I hope that people continue to enjoy ours, and that our space continues to thrive. From everything I've seen from us, we're okay, and I don't want that to, you know, other groups having a hard time sound like we are too. We've found a very niche space, and we're very lucky to be in that space. And there's really nothing that, like Eve is still very different. I mean, it's like combining like League of Legends and Eve, right? But you do it at large scale in a way that neither of them can pull off in real time, and that's very, very different. And it's going to allow a bunch of people to find that space enjoyable. And I think that will exist for a long time, just kind of like the way you see RuneScape has lasted for a long time. It's very unique in its space. And when you have something that's very, very similar to everything else, I feel like I don't want to say everything is a clone of World of Warcraft, because World of Warcraft is kind of like just an evolution of EverQuest. But we got to a certain point in this process, and a lot of people made iteration of an idea. And they were like, I want to make a better version of that. And that's not the way you want to make something in the game industry. You can't say, I want to be better than that. That was the very first thing somebody ever told me when I was trying to design games. Don't ever say in your pitch meeting, I want to make this game, but do it different in this way. That's the worst way to do it, because you're setting yourself up for failure. EverQuest was fun. I went to the first and second EverQuest meetings in 99 and 2000, and that's actually where somebody told me that. It was one of the developers of EverQuest.
What if my game idea is better though?
So you don't describe it that way.
Right.
You describe what you do as a game. You make a game that does several things, right? And you talk about the thing that your game wants to do, what it wants to achieve. But generally, when you start out with making a game of this scope, you look at it from a psychological perspective first, and the larger scope of what you're trying to get your players to do and how they interact, and then you build everything else around that afterwards. It's like, what are you trying to achieve socially when you build a social game? You try to go, what are the tools that allow me to do that? What are our limitations in design and scope as far as money and tools and all those different things? And then you're left with what you can actually create. And that's your game pitch, not, I want to make a better EverQuest.
I don't know if I've subscribed to that, because I mean, generally I guess, but I see so many things that are like, if you want to explain something to somebody, you're like, this is like that, but
So you can do that at a certain level. Okay, like
You'll
if
pull the
I
damage
want
from
to,
your Bogle.
if I want, oh, what is the
No
damage
way
you're
you
currently-
closed it.
Awesome.
No way.
What? How? Did you
He
win the
He
game by
wants to
yourself?
argue game
This guy's a
design with
loser,
me.
bro. This guy's a loser,
oh
man.
my
No way I
God.
sweat to win in that game, and he doesn't even show it.
So if I'm talking to like, how do I say this? If I'm walking into GameStop, right, and somebody says, "Hey, what do you do?" and I say, "I design games," and they say, "What's your game?" That's when you can say, "My game is like this, and my game is like this, and my game is like this." If you're making marketing materials, you want to show your game in a way that is familiar to your audience and makes your audience have a attachment to it and think, "Oh, it's this but better." But when you want to pitch it to a developer and you want to pitch it to somebody who's going to help you make your game, or if you're going to pitch it to somebody who is in the industry and has money to make games, you absolutely do not do that in a way where I want to make this game but better, because they go, "Great, tell me how." And that's your pitch. Lakinins, I already have a job at Sandbox with Sandbox. I don't need to apply for nothing, man. What? I'm not a streamer. I just stream. I'm good. I'm good. No, I got a massive first one. It's too big. Oh, wait, that sounds weird. All right, let's
Whoa.
cue in.
What? Clipped and dead. Chosen.
Did you go to TwitchCon?
I don't go to
Oh, this is
TwitchCon.
something crazy.
That's
Oh,
not-
a bunch of bad jokes there. Ooh.
A lot of bad jokes about TwitchCon. Can't say out loud.
But
We're
it's
on
not
Twitch,
my-
after all.
Yeah, I love Twitch, but Twitch is a tool that I use to do my job. TwitchCon is for people whose job it is to make money for Twitch.
Uh-huh.
I would be fine if there was no Twitch. The people who go to TwitchCon need Twitch. I feel really weird saying that because it's just a little bit of, inside the park baseball stuff, but you asked a question that deserved an honest answer.
Da-da. Let's show some Tazik gameplay. Let's do this all again so people can see it.
Nah, I gotta sweat again, bro.
Yep. And what's your wait, you're now a button, bro?
Bro, you can't be eating.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You know what I mean? Gotta get this shit.
Fabio,
nerfed,
I think you and I are actually agreeing. So everybody says they want to do something that is a reiteration of something else. That means that they knew nothing particularly well, generally. And because they do nothing particularly well, they blend in with their crowd, and so nothing can pull them out and it can make them excel. And games tend to excel and be really special when they do something specific really, really well and the rest of the stuff good. And there's very, very few games that come along and do all the things well. It is incredibly difficult to do that. Most just can't do that. You have to figure out what you want to do well, do that the best you can, and then hope that the rest of the stuff doesn't break your game.
I'm in so
I'm getting
much trouble.
fired behind. I have a one-on-one fire behind me.
Alright, you can die now, Bogle. I killed their healer. Good if you die.
Oof.
Reset your mana.
I'm
shocked that you live, bro.
me too.
Good shit, man.
Me
Bogle did good.
You got the enemy team in shambles, dude. You guys are in a emote chat talking about where's my tank.
Good.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good example of something that did everything well. Zelda: A Link to the Past. They're few and far between. We call them, pillars of the industry. They hold up what you remember for what you want for years to come. And yeah, that's a good example. We are hurting these poor kids.
But not at the tent. Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll go somewhere else. Tazik's like, I'm staying at the tent, boys.
I gotta go.
Direction. What
They're
other
dying on
direction?
top.
I'm going mid here.
Okay, you go that way. I'm gonna go here. I don't think we need everybody.
Do you need help there, Tazik? Or are you good?
I don't need help. Our teammates are the ones who need healing.
All right, I'm coming.
Oh, that's the saddest thing. Don't hate on other games and people who love their games. Just play a different game.
No, Zates is right about this. We should mod that guy. That's the greatest take.
Oh.
That game sucks. That game has ruined America.
Really?
And I will be running for president on that platform. Ban
Right.
that game from existence.
What?
What?
Vote for me, 2028.
Oh, it's a crowded field.
That game sucks.
What's happening?
Good healing. You got my vote. Thank you, Viceroy. That's my boy right there. Dude, Viceroy, you have 97 at the end of the name, so I'm going to assume that you were born in 1997. I was playing a video game at about 7:45 in the morning today, and there was a guy named Gabriel 2019, and I thought to myself, Jesus Christ.
I really hope no.
No, he was. He was born in 2019. He was a little
Wait,
kid.
no. I know.
That was crazy.
I can't. Why do people put their age in their title? Like, you're gonna regret
But
that.
2019 is 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was a little kid Bogle on a game this morning. Little ass.
I know
kid
the
on
game
mic.
you were playing this morning. That's not really appropriate.
Bro, it was 7:45. This guy should have been in preschool.
Whoa.
Dude, I don't even know
Yeah,
anymore.
Fabio, bro, it's gonna be so cool. I'm excited. They kind of ruined some of them. I'm not like, I don't know what they're doing with the Needler, but it should be fun.
Tazik, I'm gonna hit a hot take on you, and I need your answer. And this is an industry-wide problem. Why do all the Unreal Engine 5 games kind of look like Unreal Engine 5 games?
Because the developers suck. I mean, end of the day, right? Like
Well,
these guys.
no, you are
open up-
hitting everybody. You are
These guys-
hitting so
Yeah,
many
I'm blaming
people
so many
with that.
because
Come on,
a
don't
lot of
do
the time
that.
they make a great
Don't
game
do that.
and
We
you
got
don't know,
action
bro.
the other way. We got action the other way. Come on, boys.
There's like people will make a remake or like make a new game on UE5 and you won't even know because it looks so good, bro. And then there's just all the general slop. They have the general lighting shaders. They're just running the
no, but that's
and
the
a
thing,
lot
is
of it's
like,
Nvidia's fault
some of
too.
it's okay. Nvidia's fault. Let's spread it around a little bit. Let's start
A lot of
blaming
it's Nvidia's fault, dude, because
Epic.
it
I want to
gotta
hear some
look
Epic
this way.
blame
It's
on
gotta
this.
have
Let's
ray
go.
tracing.
I know you've got your your corporate ties there, and you can't be too hard on these guys.
No, I
but
hate it.
no, Epic. We're talking about shit.
Oh, I
on
love
Epic
it.
now.
No, but it's
Exactly.
not the
That's what I'm
engine.
saying. Exactly. You can't blame the person who's
It's-
responsible.
it's not
I know
the
who's
engine's
responsible.
fault. It's
You
not-
know who's
like
responsible.
blaming
the
the
audience
vehicle.
know who's responsible.
It's like you're blaming the vehicle for when a 19-car pileup happens. No, you blame the idiot driver.
no.
You blame the dummies behind the wheel. You don't blame the car.
I
The
mean,
car
if
is
they-
just there to drive.
all the cars have the same what we'll say same braking system, right? And the braking system works the same way for all of them. And then you introduce a problem into the system that all the brakes have this. No, actually, that's too mean because they don't have that problem. They all look exactly the same. It's like Epic is making the paint, and Epic only
They don't
sells
make
3
the
colors
paint.
of paint.
They don't
You-
make the paint. It's all the users.
Dude, they're making the same thing with the same 4 logs.
It's not how a game engine works. No one just changes off the default lighting and shading, and then you end up with the same thing because Nvidia requires it for ray tracing.
Well,
Look at Arc
see-
Raiders, bro. Like it's the perfect example. This game is fucking beautiful,
Well,
and
I
particularly
didn't say
Embark.
these games weren't beautiful. I said they all look
No,
same.
a lot of them
now
are not beautiful, and they look like shit.
But that's
Arc
fine.
Raiders
That's a
looks
completely different argument.
distinct.
Now we're not talking about that. We're talking about samesies.
Yeah, Arc Raiders is a
Okay,
very.
let's get
distinct
locked
game.
back in. Lock back
Looks
in.
So
I've been invited to. Why isn't it telling me?
And Embark is like the best in the game. They're the best developers.
Why you hype?
working Embark.
Let's hold off on the hyping, of the other games that just came out. Let's
Dude,
remember we have one.
No,
we're
well,
on
the
right
finals came out like 10 years ago, right? You remember the finals?
Finals came out like 3 years ago, not
It was
10
like
years
10
ago.
years ago at
It's
this
like
point, bro.
3 years ago.
It's actually
but
4
only-
years ago, but it
like,
feels like 10.
Dude, time has gotten messed up. What's going on with time? I don't like time right now.
But I mean, Embark's like program, really, their engineering department's so good. The destruction that they made in that game, like, oh, the performance, I glaze.
Bogle, I've gotten a couple of questions over and over again, and I'm kind of confused as what like they're talking about. They want us to know what the yearly cost of Albion is, but they're saying it in ways that really confuse me. Can you tell them what the annual cost of Albion is for premium?
Whatever you pay per month times 12.
There's a yearly per.
I don't listen. I do you would you like, or there is a shop you can go see that.
It's $143.40. Okay, that's what it is for 360 days. And somebody was throwing out some crazy numbers. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very confused. Why would I pay $400 a year for premium? And I'm just confused why he's saying that, and it's hurting my brain, Bogle. I'd rather talk about why time feels like it's going by faster, yet everything seems so far away. Why does time feel like it's moving faster, right? But yet everything in the past feels like it's farther away than it's ever been. Like time dilation isn't going in a steady direction. The feeling of what happened like 6 months ago feels like it was yesterday, but what happened 3 years ago, Tazik is saying, feels like 10 years ago. And that's the general feeling that people are having right now, and it doesn't make sense. What's going on with time, man? Who broke the freaking universe? Now,
What's
let's
the
get
guy
together
talking
and do
about,
a good 5v5.
Damn, our tank is going crazy in the back line.
Oh, damn it. Did he just say I'm old as
Oh,
the
you got me
week?
some heals.
Oh, freak.
Oh,
What are you, 6? Only have 6 years of experience, don't have enough to go by to understand what's going on?
You lived. Now
is the
it's
tank
all-
empty right now, bro?
Now it's all on you. Yep. Very. I need myself here. Oh shit. Oh no.
Oh, I think he's
God.
asking about the Xbox Game Pass. So
let me get
I
some, let me
don't
get some,
know
bro.
what
Next
the
one, let me get some.
Xbox Game Pass thing has changed to. I know that it's recently changed in price. I'm not here for them. I'm not a, what is it? Do they have ambassadors or something like that? I know they got some kind of club for the Xbox people. I'm not one of them. I don't own an Xbox. I have their pass on PC because their PC was a good deal. And then it changed. Oh, it was very. Did you just say one word, E equals MC squared? You just totally sidetracked me because that's not one word. That's an equation. What are you doing, Fabio? I thought you were a smart guy. I had seen you as a smart guy. You had written some smart things, and now you're throwing me off. Bogle, return this show to its normal trajectory so this gets back on
We
track.
are
and stop talking about-
absolutely
Bogle, where is the phone?
right in the middle of the normal trajectory. I don't know what you're saying. like up, down, left, sideways, totally random.
Up, down, left, right,
Absolute normal
A, B, select, start.
trajectory for this, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
So Langoliers are not. I really hope they're not.
Albion Online included in Game Pass. So that's the one thing I was trying to figure out at the beginning. Is it including
I'm not
premium,
answering
right?
that
And I
question.
don't think
Yeah,
that
I'm not
is.
answering that question.
No.
I think you get extra rewards and stuff if you link your account.
Yeah. I
There
don't
will
think that
there'll always be benefits and stuff for a lot of like the first party games. So like there might have some rewards if you have ultimate, right? But if you just have basic, I'm sure you just get the normal game. And they might have rewards, you know, like Albion on their side might say, hey, if you link it, you'll get this, right?
But we still need to make profit on our side somehow, right?
Yeah, well, Game Pass also gives you upfront for being honest.
Yeah, which don't hey, don't give out the secrets. Let's pressure
Yeah.
that
You good,
healer.
Bogle? You good? He's rooted
Not
for
our
a
healer. Let's... Oh no.
I
This
heard.
guy just hand adjusted them out of my battle.
How's the Baden thing going, by the way?
This shit is nasty. You gotta show this to lucrative to get it nerfed, man.
No, Tazek, you can show it to lucrative. You have
He's
the
gonna get
same
sent over
contact that
fast.
we have, and he likes you, you know, because you played the same kinds of games as him.
No, unfortunately,
never
I
thought
think
I
he will
should
be
hate
like,
that
wait,
stuff.
another guy sending me above Badan Club?
No, he would.
Badong-
He totally listens to
badong-
our
badong
guy
clip?
Tazek. He likes that
The
guy.
badong clip. You're
Ah.
on pawn, right, Bogle? Not breed.
Why you asking?
This is why.
Huh?
Sure you can examine why off that play.
I should be on cleric going on this purity thing.
Yeah, purity's a little insane here.
I'm gonna drop that down. Tazek, let's push on that healer a little bit. I've got some good pressure on him. I see you on him on the other side. We've at least pushed him out of the fight.
switched him.
I'll guard him
I'm
over
just
here. I'll keep him
bad,
out of the
man. I
fight.
didn't switch
In the
properly.
Judy, you died, bro. In the Judy is
yeah,
crazy.
because I didn't have cleric. They have very hard hitting, like single target.
Did you guys
the
get good
cleric,
damage
man.
out? Because I basically stopped that healer for a long time.
Equip that
Oh,
cleric. bro,
no,
Bogle,
you
have time.
didn't. What was that, boys? What was that? When we have a healer and they don't, we should win.
Yeah. That's how we say it in German. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's like oh well, but more broadly applicable.
Well, it's kind of like almost like oh fuck. Yep.
It's a very universal word.
it does everything. Kind of like that word that Lupak keeps trying to figure out.
Ah shit.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm
This
not.
this guy killed me like
What,
4
you died
times
again?
now.
Which guy,
Bogle.
man?
Why am I dead?
Which guy, Bogle?
Oh my.
Wait,
Oh my. Oh my. Bergzum is gonna hate us. He's gonna be like, how come I got stuck with these guys?
Well, to answer your question from before about the Game Pass stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you won't get premium the whole time. You'll just be able to play the game, and you get exclusive rewards every month.
Yeah, I
So the
think
first time
if you
you-
link your account, you get 3 days of premium, and
The
some-
first time you do it,
yeah.
yeah, the first month will be 3 days premium, fame boost, tomes, emotes, and then you get also that outfit. And then every Game Pass month, you'll get rewards as well.
Else, some other kind of reward, and we don't know what those are yet. But I gotta say, like, as somebody who already has it, like I said, I found the other reasons for having it good enough. I don't want to talk about the value. I don't know what the value is for you guys. I only know for me personally. I don't want to tie that to Albion Online and talk about that. I will say that when you have it, it's worth definitely linking. You know, it's if you have it already, link. Other than that, I have my reasons for having it. Yours are your own.
I don't have it. I feel kind of sad. You guys get free shit. I don't.
I
don't
remember
have
when
it.
I said Bogle was.
I don't need
Excuse
it.
me, Bogle was gonna be pissed.
Like, and I'm not gonna make and pay for Game Pass to get 3 days of premium. That's also not gonna happen.
Well, yeah, why would you?
For
But
the-
it's not. Again, it's not.
for
You
you.
wouldn't be doing it for the premium. It's
I mean, for the
like, it-
Green
so-
Knight skin, I don't.
that's probably worth. I will say, if you were to go the direct cost of what our skins usually are, Bogle,
Yeah,
The-
I mean that
that-
works.
that-
I agree.
that guy equals the cost of, or roughly the cost, we'll say, of that Green Knight and the Game Pass. Those would roughly correspond. Now the other things, I don't know what the real values of those are. I don't like to attribute values to them. Some of them are things I really don't like to attribute values to,
Mm.
because I think we start to slip into some areas we don't like to talk about. but I think if you have it, it's worth it. If you were thinking about getting it before you heard this, like you're like, oh, I would like that. Seems like this price increase might not be worth it for me. Maybe now it is. But that's as far as I'm going to go on it. I'm not here to pitch Xbox Game Pass.
But we just did, didn't we?
Well, no, well, I did the soft. I'm not going to crap on it because it's not terrible, but it got more expensive, and I know that most of my friend group that had used it in the past isn't anymore.
Oh,
because
where is that damage
They're
coming
rooted, bro.
from?
They're all
What
rooted.
the fuck?
You good, man? You're sitting in an astral. You got a wolf on you, and
I had
what
cleric
universe
on.
that damage? Hit recap, and then you can take a look.
No, you're totally right. I got wolfed into astral into carving. I guess carving first, right? But
Well, yeah.
what
I
is it doing?
thought
Why
I
is
had
my
cleric
teammate
up.
trying to hurt me?
Well, before the cleric happened.
Oh
you
my
were getting
God, you're
destroyed.
the worst teammate, man.
I thought I had cleric, and I was very confident with this. Like, oh, they're shooting me. Great, I can cleric. Right. That was my thought process, and then my
That's tough, buddy.
next thought was
They
undead.
also do have purges, so you need to be careful about that.
You guys walk through the firewall. Walk through the firewall. Don't stand in the firewall. Don't run away from the firewall. You use the firewall to your advantage. You can tell the difference between a
Healer,
teammate and your-
invente, Vogel, invente.
dead.
Was?
What's he saying? What does that mean, bro? What does that
What?
mean? You know, he's saying invente. What does that mean?
I said what?
Invente. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Can we get some translation in chat?
I'm getting owned. What's happening?
We're getting wrecked. I wonder what the common thread is here, guys.
Skill issue?
Maybe he meant I'm vente. I'm
He's big. He's big.
Does Albion do Black Friday deals? I don't know. Did we do in the
I think we
past?
did once. I think once, maybe twice. I can't say it's something to rely on or expect, but I don't want to tell you that it's never going to happen, and because I could be wrong. And that's not something I generally. That's not the area of Albion I pay attention to. Like, I'll be honest. I'm being chased by this guy.
Not just you. Like the wolf is absolutely
God,
destroying.
I got chased by the arcane to the bow. This is fun. You know
Yeah.
what would be a good idea? If any of you guys have AI, this would be the perfect question to ask it. Has Albion Online had any Black Friday deals in the past?
Yes, many.
Is that what it's telling you, Tazik?
Yeah, but, I mean, yeah, I know from my memory, many.
Well, then why didn't you answer the question?
You were answering it.
I think
Oh my
Tazik's gonna going quiet because we're losing like hard.
He's so mad right now.
Oh, no, I had to shit talk our teammate a little bit.
Oh.
What?
This guy was typing silly. I had to put him in his place.
Oh.
I had to defend Bogle like no one else was doing it. I had to step into the plate.
I don't read chat. Like I don't
Thank you, I
think Bogle
guess.
reads
I
chat.
don't. I also
Okay, that didn't work out well. Oh, wrong target again.
Off the ass, rolled into no run.
Don't run together. Split up. Split up.
I got pulled by the root bond for some reason.
Yeah, our root bound is really not helping. I don't know what he's doing to me. He has interrupted me. He's pulled me. He's put me into bad positions. When
That
I was
guy
up at
did
the top, he grabbed me and pulled me and grabbed me and put me into their like crap. I don't know what he was doing, man. It was the wildest stuff.
You're
do-
telling me this guy shit talking in my arena and he did 1,800 damage total. This guy's playing on a Sega Genesis controller. It's not even plugged in, I think. And he's shit talking?
Wait, is that the guy who was being like unhelpful? Did 1,888
This is crazy.
damage? Bogle did almost 700 damage. He's the healer. Jaden used to play that build and would not just beat us in like damage, but he topped the entire EU like freaking PvP league, and you did 1,000 damage. You didn't even do 2,000 damage.
You gotta
Come on, don't shit talk my healer, mate. Get good.
GG. All right, let's win one last one. Get a little nice win to close us off.
All right, I appreciate what you did there, Abieth? I'm gonna go with Abieth. Abathith? Factor. We'll call you Factor. All right. Factor had some good AI copy paste there. Do appreciate it. It does look like we have Black Friday deals. If you want to give me a phonetic spelling of your name, I might pull it off. Factor. Al Factor.
That's always fun if you're like, if you put out a name and then you have a certain way and then you make up the phonetic spelling so it's completely different.
That's funny. Hey, where are your potions?
Oh shit. I knew I forgot something.
No way.
Yeah, I think Great Nature will fix that.
Sure. Okay.
No, I don't think Great Nature will fix that.
Are you sure that's the way we Albahith Fucktor? I've never I like it. But I'm gonna call you Al Fucker.
Oh, this one has Breeze selected, so now I'm stuck with Breeze to attack.
Bro, what's happening?
Let me die real
He
quick
was
here.
kidding about making funnies. I thought you did a misspelling, and that it was actually like a different kind of funny. But I'll take that funny too. You made me giggle. You win.
Oh, it's and
your prize is
let me
more.
go die real quick 1 second.
More, getting
What do
made
you
fun
mean?
of.
Let me
That's
go
pretty
die
much-
real quick. What do you mean?
I distracted them, right? And then now you win. Because the healer would never do
Lycanus,
that.
as someone who has seen the top of the forest, bro, you don't want to see him.
The what?
They're
Oh,
lying.
you gotta be kidding me! Monkey flipped over my.
And if you do see him in a cinematic, they're lying to you, buddy. That's not how they look like. I can tell you that.
What am I missing?
Nothing. Where are you, Bogle? What have you switched to?
Not Breeze.
Sammy Dynamic, you actually participated by. Well, you were entered into the giveaway. You participated in the giveaway by participating in chat. That's how we enter people into the giveaway. If you participate in chat, you will be entered into the giveaway if the giveaway is in the next 5 to 15 minutes.
Hey, anti-heal
generally.
you're dead.
But in order to stay entered into the giveaway, you need to continue to communicate and participate with your fellow chatters and us. If you participate once in chat and then stop, and we pull several throughout the course of an hour, you probably won't be included in all the giveaways. In order to stay active in the giveaway list, you need to stay active in chat.
No way, Bo. No way you just let that guy heal you.
Man, I'm feeling the skill issue today, bro. It's
You're feeling the what? The skill issue?
and one of these days where like you're constantly getting outplayed so fast and you're like shit.
It's okay. Your DPS is pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm dead.
Yeah, you're coming back, though. You're coming back. Why are we losing all the caps? So I killed their... Oh, my God. I hate the rest of my team.
I'm on cooldown. This guy's looking... Why is he not healing me?
You got CDs yet, Bo? Can I walk out?
I targeted the wrong guy. I'm going to lose here. I'm going to lose, Bogle. Where the hell have you been? Where you been going? What have you been doing? You've been hanging out in the back end?
Changing my weapon. I've been switching to another
Any of that
stick.
information why I'm sitting here defending against 3 people, wondering where my healer is, when the healer I killed is now back into the fight before my healer who was alive.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Nope. I can understand why Ranso is sitting 10.
That I also demonstrate another use of that Tia word, by the way. So it's
Yeah, my bad. I fucked up. Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
no, it has so many. It has
Yo,
so
Bogle, run
many
to
use
the tent, bro.
cases.
Left,
Well,
left,
I'm pretty
left.
sure that's what it must mean because of that context. That's the only possible thing it could mean.
Me with the hospital. I need the hospital the fast.
Oh, God. Guys, play video games with your friends. You'll enjoy it. No, really, it's a good thing to do. The more you have to rely on their actions for you to win, the more you will enjoy that activity.
That's why solo games are so popular.
Think of it as
Love
like
solo
basketball, but you can't shoot the ball.
I mean, these guys are always taller than me and have it like hold it up against me. I couldn't reach it anyways.
No, you have to shoot the ball. Like, we have to hope that you're going to do it. We can tell you to do it. We can think you're going to do it. You might not even shoot. You might just hold the ball in your hands and go,
You're
what's
gonna
this thing?
Like if somebody sits next to me and is like, yo, shoot the ball, I'm gonna be so stressed. Oh, that's not the game for me.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm picking on you
Their
right now.
healer's
It's
dead,
just
bro.
funny. You've been doing a great job. You're actually very good at this game.
I don't know.
No, you generally are. I
History
think you're pretty
tells
good.
I think I have a
right
negative-
now, though. Right now.
I don't have anything to Hazak. You're so fucked. I mean, dead.
Bro, what do you mean?
I was looking at you losing HP, and I just looked at my cooldown. Cooldown 3,
Get off
2,
the great nature,
1,
bro. Get
half,
off the great nature.
3/4. Wait, no, that's never mind. It's the wrong way. Oh no, no, no.
I did some shit talk, guys. It was fun. But- Guys. Guys. Okay, this is not going to work out for me.
Man, can you guys like stop dying?
What,
Guys.
Bogle?
Yeah. Can you like
Yep.
not stand and shit and like kill them first? As a tactic? Have you tried that?
Well, you need energy, bro.
Have you?
Is the giveaway still on?
You got it.
I think this
let
is
me try.
somebody who either is muted or was muted or just came back. Bogle, is the giveaway still on? Are we going to do the giveaway after that last showing? What do we
Yeah,
give
but
away?
exclude that guy.
Ranso, 3,922 damage. What
I'm
was his
done with
build?
this today.
Carlos asking if he can heal for us, bro. Maybe tomorrow, because we're gonna do a giveaway and we're getting.
Bogle is very good at healing. The
The
healing has never been a problem. We pick on Bogle because it's always the healer's problem. And sometimes, Bogle does get transfixed on certain things. And that's funny. I pick on Bogle about those things because it's funny, not because Bogle has ever done anything bad. He's very good at healing. And we often play with other healers, and it is awful. A couple of weeks ago, we were shitting on Bogle for his nature healing, and it was bad. So we had Lupac heal, and I said, Bogle is healing after this. That was my response. Not good job, Lupac, thanks for trying, or let's do this again with a different build, or nope, it was Bogle's gonna heal. We're gonna have Bogle heal now.
I guess. Thank you. I mean, Mel said a good fitting thing the other day. Sometimes others zone out.
Yes. But I do that too during war reports sometimes. I get transfixed by the conversation or the thing I'm watching or the typing that I'm doing, and I zone out too. Zoning out is not uncommon.
Need to zone in, not zone out. Let's get this right, man.
Yeah,
So
Yeah. Tune in, not zone out.
Mm.
Tune in, not zone out. Lock in, not zone out. Oh, maybe we should just say that we should get like a mantra for Bogle. Lock in, lock in, lock in.
Lean forward, look at the screen. And be like,
Yeah, if you're on X right now, Bogle, if your phone is open and X is open on your phone,
my what?
we're gonna have a long conversation about this, okay? Bogle's like, what phone? No, I got 3 screens up.
4. No, the whole that thing you can the owner went kind of cuckoo. Anyways, let's
let's trying to swear in other languages now. This is really interesting. This is like I have seen more moderating to do in the last 3 days than, or maybe we'll extend it a little bit to like a week or so than we have had in, I want to say 6 months of doing this, which is wild. So it's not a lot, guys. It's really not a lot that I have to moderate now, but it's definitely an uptick. And I'm wondering what's going on over here, guys. What are you doing? What's the issue? Calm it down a little bit. We're okay. I had to ban a guy today, Bogle.
I saw. I was gonna investigate if the guy won the premium and then ban him in game 2, but I can't do that. I was gonna put that suggestion forward to the support team.
Well, yeah, that was pretty wild. I was impressed there. I haven't had to do that in a long time. So,
by the way,
kudos to that guy. You know, you've impressed me today. I ban like somebody maybe once every 3 months. So, you know, I hope I don't have to do more.
By the way, I think Tazik's gonna want to get out of here. I think he had like 15 appointments.
No, I don't have 15.
One of them is with me. I'm the.
We just played our hour out, bro. I'm just chilling right now. You know, thinking about the games, thinking about how we could have won them, analyzing the healings on the buttons pressed.
No.
Ooh.
The order that they were clicked in, the builds that we were playing. I'm just saying, you know, what could have been
forward
better.
a little bit in that thought process. Just next.
All I'm saying is, Bogle, next year at this time, I'll be laying on my couch, bro, the mic arm on it. I'll have my Xbox controller in my hand, and I'll be shitting on these kids in the arena from the comfort of my couch. Can't wait.
All right. We'll see if that happens. I would love to see that.
Well, it's guaranteed at this point. It's confirmed.
Well, no, it's confirmed that it's going to happen at some point. I don't know if it's going to happen in 2026.
Definitely. I mean, the next gen Xbox definitely comes out 2026.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, they already have the agreement with AMD, and there's no way it gets pushed to 2027 because it has to be on the existing architecture, not the next one. So it has to be. I think it has to be.
So I've been under the impression from what I've seen, and I hate to say this, and because I feel like I might be a little gloomy here, right? I get the impression we might not see the other one. I think that they might push that right back and just take a big L on this because that's what they've been choosing to do for a while now at that studio.
What is I don't know what the other one is.
What do you mean?
You said we won't see the other one?
Like another system from Xbox, like an updated system.
No, we definitely are. I mean, even 3 days ago, they said the next generation Xbox is, XYZ.
It's on track? It's on track?
Yeah.
All right. Because I get a little concerned when they do, like, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news lately about the game industry, but some of these guys are doing some silly things right now. I don't like
Windows is whole. I'm a big fan of their approach to it, though, right? I'm going to have my Xbox. I'm going to be able to play God of War on it. I'm going to be able to play whatever I want, Albion, RuneScape, anything, bro, because you can just launch Steam. You can launch Battle.net. You can launch anything on it.
True. So it's gonna be fun. All right. That would be very cool. I will say this. If that is their next plan for their next system, that could actually have true penetration into the market. Because if you can access the insane library of PC games and you are a console player, suddenly you don't just have a console's worth of new content coming out in front of you. You have an entirely different style of experience. And if they allow you to use a keyboard and mouse with the next system, which I think they need to allow, they've already do it with the current one. You already can. So you already can. But I think it needs to be improved. We'll say it's
the keyboard and mouse is Works
It's
pretty
good.
fine. I mean, it works just like a PC for me.
Well, I
don't have
mean,
any
I know.
problem.
So I don't own one. I only own a PlayStation and a PC because this generation. Well, my kid owns one, but I haven't really stopped in on this generation much because to me it is a PC. Most of the stuff that's on Xbox I can get on my PC, but on my Xbox I can't play the things on my PC. What you're saying is the next Xbox will be you can play the things on your PC on your
Yeah,
Xbox.
it's just a PC box. Like you can
That-
launch Steam, you can launch Battle.net, you can launch all these different stores on it. You know.
We already had somebody play Albion VR. They opened the mobile APK in VR, and they used the wand to manipulate the mobile interface. And so they were playing Albion in VR while lying in bed when they were sick. And they were sick for an extended period of time, so they just needed to stay in bed for a while. And they were like, I can't play my game. And playing on a phone sucks balls for them. Like this was before the like like really good. They were like, I'm old, I can't see. So they made their screen like an entire like they turned the mobile version into like what do they call it, the VR the movie screen, like you put like basically a movie screen in VR, right? And it's you're in the theater basically, but he did that for the mobile version and was playing with the sticks manipulating his thumbs, and he said that after a few months he got pretty good at it. And he says that it's not as good as playing on either like the true mobile thing or playing on the PC, but he said it was good enough that he felt he was connected to his game world when he couldn't be connected to the game to the world.
That's cool.
Like, and I thought that was a really cool thing, and it was one of those guys whose story I kind of wanted to get out there when it happened, but he really wasn't interested in that. He was interested in a chat like this with like we're having today with many of our viewers. He wasn't interested in coming on and telling his story, if you will. So but I think that would have been one of those moments that I would have loved to capture in time for Albion as like a moment. Hey, this happened. This is a really cool thing, because it's not just a story about Albion. It's a story about gaming and MMOs to me. It's that when you can't connect to the real world, oftentimes you can connect to a world through the internet, through your MMO, through your social network that you have built in these virtual worlds that we create. And that's often really important to people, and I don't think we give that enough weight. And the rest of us who have like the freedom to do whatever, sometimes we should think about those who are this is their world. And that is one of those moments that really made me think about it and kind of made me approach a lot of how I deal with people in Albion completely differently, just like much more understanding than I was in the past. Bogle says we got to get out of here. He's got shit to do. I expected one of you guys to say anything besides a GIF in chat. Like,
I was reading what this guy said.
yeah, I know. If I look forward to it, Organaut, I look forward to it.
You can interview me. That's crazy, bro. It's that thought and passion that keeps me coming back to watch. My apartment has danger. Jesus Christ. It will be icy. Say, bro, take care, man.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We'll totally be back tomorrow. Same kind of content all day long. I got to go. Bogle's got to go. Tazik's got to get out of here. It was fun to chat with you. Bogle, pull one more code. Excellent.
Thought you want to
No,
try
we're gonna
and
get it.
pronounce that.
Yeah.
Grind
Grind Skipper Joe. What did you have,
Congratulations.
Tazik?
You won the
It's
giveaway.
Grind Skipper Joe.
That's what I had. That was
Yeah.
pretty easy. I didn't have a hard time with that one. It's like some of them, though. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We're out of here. We'll see you again tomorrow at 14 UTC
See you,
for
everybody.
the Asia War Report.
Bye.